Montana State just won the FCS National Championship. So today we're going to promote them to the FBS level. And every year that they win a conference championship, they're going to get a promotion until we win a national title. But why would that even matter? I mean, in theory, you could just win the Natty before you get to like the SEC or the Big Ten and then video over. Bro, you ask great questions. It's always you. Listen, the reason why it's important is we can only recruit players that are interested in our team. So the better conference that we're in, the better players we can get. And speaking of getting better players, we're starting at National Signing Day, and you can see that we are absolutely atrocious. Let's take a look at the full class. Gonna sort backwards. We had the 91st class in the country. This is what Auto Recruiter does for you. Now, this starting squad isn't like the most atrocious, horrendous thing ever, especially because Jordan Shaw decided to transfer to our team. But take note of how many seniors that we have that are in these 80s. Now, at first glance, this team isn't absolutely horrible until you take a look at how bad our line is. It's actually so ugly, I don't know what to do about it. Now, the right side of the line isn't too bad, so we're gonna be getting absolutely obliterated, and it says that we're in the Mountain West right now, but that's not our actual home. Because I started our team in the Mountain West, but as you can see, we went 1-11, 0-8. I put them there because geographically, they're like literally smack dab right there, but clearly we couldn't handle it, so we're moving them down into Conference USA, and the reason why I wanted to start in the transfer portal period in 2026, or signing day, is that's where we're at in real life. So I simmed through the first year because who wants to do 2025 again? That was last year. So now we're starting in Conference USA. This is the worst conference in the game. So every time we get a promotion, we'll just move up one conference, no matter where it is geographically. Now our starting overall is a 64, and that seems to be pretty true about the team. I'll take a 64. It's mainly just because we signed Jordan Shaw. If we didn't have Jordan Shaw on our team, we would be horrible, but I'm going to take a guess that he's going to be transferring out at the end of this year. But we are in the worst conference in the game. We're low-key kind of good for Conference USA. A 64 puts us in the top end of the teams. And that is just so sad to see. And as always, I can play the moments in 3 games on our schedule here, so everyone is so bad. I literally don't know who to play. Maybe we'll play Mississippi State, but I think we're probably going to lose that unless Jesus comes down here and plays the game for me. But this is where things get dicey because we can only recruit players, like I said, that are interested. Now, if you watch the videos, you know that I like to recruit 5 stars exclusively out of high school. But I would be very surprised, even though we have a couple of guys that are open to coming to our team, and I guarantee you that I could sign a couple of these fellas. We need to see something in that interest chart. I need somebody. No 5 stars are even interested. Well, we have a 4-star that's interested in coming to our Karma Lacombo is interested. We're 9th on his board. I'm going to go through here and fill out our board, hopefully with a couple of 4 stars that are interested in coming to our team, and we'll see what we can get. So we got 3 dudes. We got 3 4-star dudes that are interested in coming to our team, and something on my school. Wow. Okay, so I'll leave in the description who made this specific Montana State so you guys can play it for yourself if you want to. But he made our campus lifestyle an A+. I guess Montana's like that. The stadium atmosphere is incredible. I didn't realize that Montana State was a better school than Virginia Tech, but sure. And then the athletic facility. So whoever made this kind of gave us some W school grades, and we'll take those because Lord knows we need them. But we also need these cats to be gems. So why don't y'all? Okay. Jordan Moody. Why would they give these guys the hardest names ever to pronounce? Like Manu Fanau. Like, please? Can I get a name that's normal to pronounce? Respectfully. It's not a disrespectful thing. I want to be able to respect these auto-generated players and their names. I would take them so fast. Pause, first off. But please come to our team. Fellas, let's take a look at the coaches. We're Brian Vincent as the head coach of Montana State. He was the coach that was here. I traded out UL Monroe for them, so I think this is just the UL Monroe coach. But I thought I would take a chance doing absolutely no research to see if this maybe was the Montana State coach. It definitely isn't. I'm 99% sure it's UL Monroe. But we have Nick Tanner, the scheme guru, and Ernest Hill, the master motivator. Both of these cats are getting fired at the end of this year. I can assure you that. But more importantly, what is our scheme that the team has been given? We are running the ULM spread. So this is going to be our offense and defense. They run the pistol. In real life, they have a 2 quarterback set and they rely really heavily on RPO. It's almost like they're running like like a flag football set, which is electric. And then they have a 3-3-5 defense. And I have no idea how this is going to go, but we're about to play against Mississippi State and find out. Now, on paper, they are the better team. But take a look at these unis with me. So we got the all whites. We got the modern. Look at the helmets. I don't know if you could see that. It's beautiful. Look at the iced out, though. Look at the gold rush. Look at the helmet. I mean, these uniforms are so sick. The home uniforms are cool. The aways are cool for sure. Just incredible uniforms. The guy that made this did a great job. So maybe we can just aura farm our way to a win. But the first look we're going to get is 3rd and 6. I'll take that. We're going to go to our signature double mug mid blitz look. Remember, I don't actually run mid blitz. I'm merely using it to switch into a zone so I can cheese the Heisman CPU. Let's see what we've got here. Oh no. Oh no, hit him. Woo! Overthrown. Ref. I was making a play on the ball. I get that it's 3rd and 6, but I'm gonna try to keep it real. You know what I mean? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Wait, I understand how they won the natty. Just like that, Montana State's up in Mississippi, baby. Let's go. These RPOs are incredible. Oh my gosh. They have an RPO read flat wheel. Wait a second. This is sick. I ain't never seen RPOs this cool before. All right, here we go. Wait, we're there. We're there! Touchdown, Montana State! The Wildcats are up by 2 touchdowns, and I believe Starkville? All right, let's go to that RPO read Y slide. Give me Foreman deep. Actually, low-key McLean on that wheel might be cash money. They're in man coverage. Oh my gosh, he's open! It's cash money! Oh my gosh! It's McLean! 70 yards, end zone, touchdown, Wildcats. Give me McLean. Give me Foreman. Bang! 28 zip at the half. Fellas, Montana State walked into Starkville. Why, hey, boys. I appreciate the worship of our Lord Jesus Christ. Respectfully, I love it. But let's stand up and act like we've been here before. We just beat Mississippi State, the worst team in the SEC, arguably. And we're hands and knees? Now, Hakeem, you heard that we beat Mississippi State, right? You're not interested? I mean, you're open to it, but you're not. Yeah, we're not like number 9. You know what I mean? Hey, fellas, don't look now, but after that big win against Mississippi State, we are ranked the 88th best team in the country. The Wildcats are on their way. Fellas, I'm having to sim week by week so I can update recruiting. And we're 2-0. The boys won in sim against UAB, which I think is insane. We had 479 yards of total offense. 300 of those yards came on the ground. Spencer Strickland said, I'm not doing anyone's taxes. I'm running at 9 yards a carry. Somebody get me to the combine. We're so liable to lose the FCS Southeast still, like low key. I feel like I'm going to hit sim and then where it's going to pop up 2-1. Fellas, we have some great news in recruiting. We might land 2 4-stars. We've got Karma on a visit this week. And look at how good our pitch is for him. Same thing with Manu Finau. He has great pitches and we have him on a visit. If we win this game against Jacksonville State, a team I love, by the way, Road to Glory back on stream, there is a serious chance we land 2 4-star recruits this week. But I told y'all, FCS Southeast is done to shake your fist at. They were up 17-3 on us at one point. We scored 21 points in the 4th quarter to come back. So this team is still very suspect. And since this is our first home game, I do want to rock the home unis, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not rocking the home unis. We're going to throw modern on so we can get those shiny blue helmets. I can't wait to see those in an actual game. Big 3rd down, make the stop. I love making stops. I'm more interested in looking at the unis. Oh, they look good. Oh yeah, they look good out there. All right, Thomas is going to be the user. He's going to hand it up. Big dive. Did he get there? He did. They're going to give him the 1st down. He got it too. All right, we're going to see if that RPO is actually cheese or not. We got shouts coming in motion. Oh no, that's McLean coming in motion. Okay, I like to see McLean coming in motion. Let's see what we got here. It's none other than McLean. It is a cheat. Yo. All right, I'm outlawing the play. Listen. I'm glad we're doing this now. That play has officially been outlawed. Not even whenever we really need one will I use that play. I apologize for using it twice. We need this stop. This is huge. We're up by 8. If we hold them to a field goal, being up by 5, I feel real confident. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. That was our best player. That was good on good. We just got mossed by Jacksonville State. The more clock that we can run down, the better. Oh, I'm pulling that. Get there. It's the pull. 3rd and inches is what they're going to say here. Now, I could QB sneak, and I love using the cheese. I don't think I'm too good to use the cheese, but I do want to see this Montana State Wildcat team go get it done. You got to get it how you live it, boys. We're not using the cheese around here. The only cheese we're using is American cheese. That's too much seasoning on our food, Strickland. Get in there. Oh, yeah. 1-score lead. There it is. 28-21 is your final. It don't matter. The recruits were here for an easy dub. Same tier team is what they're going to call that. So this is huge. Spencer Strickland, 17 attempts, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. The boys were buzzing today. Fellas, is 4-0 Montana State the most dangerous team in the country? I think so. But a 3-1 FIU is definitely scary. Let's take a look at the recruits. Okay, Jordan Ingbody. Remember, this is a guy with 93 speed. So we'd love to have him on our team. Schedule a visit for him. This will probably be the last game that we play. We'll go New Mexico State. I'm happy with that. He obviously has a playing time deal breaker, and that's going to make everything easy for us. If you guys don't know with recruiting, you always want to soft sell as soon as you can if your grades are good enough. And if you don't know if your grades are good enough, go check out Max Plays College Football. He makes great analytical content. And look at these leads. Yo, we need to sign Fanal this week. If we don't sign him this week, it's week 5. He's going to Washington. But if we get him signed this week, I will scream and shout and let it all out. Yo, I'm blown away. We're 5-0. Middle Tennessee is 6-0. We beat FIU 27-17. Oh my goodness. We had 40 less yards than them and just clutched up straight up. We scored 10 points in the 4th quarter to win the game. I'm blown away. I want to play against Middle Tennessee, but I have recruits against New Mexico State, but I think I've got to play Middle Tennessee. They're undefeated. We're undefeated. I think that this is the biggest game that we could lose. And if we want to make the Conference USA Championship game in year number 1, which would be insane, I think this is a game we got to play. It was always Washington, bro. It was always Washington. Yo, low-key, we're about to have a mid-off. They're a 64. We're a 64. It's the battle of 2 mid-teams. First look is the 3rd and 10, and boy, oh boy, is this an important 3rd and 10 here. I'm going to drop back into the cover 3 drop coverage that has worked for us in the past. We need this one. I'm not going to hold you. We need this stop. Holding them to a field goal in this first possession would be huge. I'm here. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut. Oh, I thought that was us. We should have worn different color jerseys. I literally thought that was my guy. I was like, he throws it right to me. We got everybody in man coverage. I'm going to help out as Miller here. Now, we do have 1-on-1 on the top side of your screen. That's nerve-wracking. He's going to throw it. Why do we keep getting mossed? I love how athletic the CPU is above all else. And I love the concentration from the CPU, able to hop up, perfectly bat it down. Middle Tennessee's definitely got some first-round talent with this reaction time that they're able to tout. Give me that. To cut up. Come on, baby. Perfectly executed RPO. I'm complaining. We're scoring 14-7. Okay, it's 7-23. I don't know how that happened. I haven't gotten to play the entire 3rd quarter. I'm selling. Oh my gosh, that's the greatest punt I've ever seen in my entire life. Take me out, coach. 35-7 is going to be the final. I should probably stop trying to be a YouTuber and get into sales because I'm pretty good at selling. I can't play any more games, so I'm going to sim to week 15 and we're going to see what happens together. I need to see 10-2 and I need to see a conference championship game. Come on, fellas. 9-3? 4th in Conference USA. 9-3 is not bad, though. Unfortunately, since we don't win the Conference Championship game, we're not going to get promoted, so it's going to be another year in the Conference USA. More importantly, did we sign any of the boys? We got 2 of them! Manu goes to Washington, but we got Jordan and we got Karma. Bye! Let's go, baby! So obviously, we lost to Middle Tennessee, and then we lost to Delaware and Sam Houston, but we finished strong, winning our last 3 games. That's pretty good. Now, as a team, we had about a middle of the pack offense, and in the Conference USA, that's not very good. Defensively, okay, that looks like we're like a top 30 defense in the country, and that's something to shake your fist at. Again, it is the Conference USA, but we'll take that. And individually, David DePole had a great year. Xavier Jarvis, our 75 overall sophomore, he's a normal dev guy. Okay, I mean, hey, we'll sub him in. I don't mind. He had 1 completion on 1 attempt for 4 yards. Good for him. Rushing, Spencer Strickland, I think he should go to the career fair. He had 1,200 yards, and that's phenomenal. I think it's career fair time, buddy. Or you can go to China with me. Either way. Receiving, we didn't do very well. Defensively, 5 interceptions for Jordan Shaw, but he's actually going to stay. He's interested in staying. That is a huge pickup for us if he does decide to stay. Yeah, and these guys are getting sent to the moon. Literally, auto-generated guys are going to be better than they are. Level 14, level 15. Not interested interested. Montana State versus Old Dominion. I'm going to sim this one just because I want to see if we'd win, but it's kind of a crazy draw because Old Dominion is in the very next tier above us. Conference USA is the worst. Sun Belt is the second worst. So this could be like a little rite of passage if we win, but way more important than that is National Signing Day. Jordan, show me Star Dev. Bang! Impact for Karma. Those are two great signatures for the boys. There's literally no way. LSU want me. Mississippi State. I mean, that one makes sense. And then SMU want me. You know, sorry, fellas. I got unfinished business at Montana State. But the more important question is who wants to come out here and coach? Ricky Rain's open. Tony Elliott is down. I don't want strategist, unfortunately. Ricky, what are you? A strategist. Good night. Trey Lamb, what do you do? Okay, buddy. Dalvin, the motivator, I'm down with. Joey. Yes, Joey Casey. This is exactly who we want. That guy's got a little bit of talent developer, and anyone with a little bit of talent developer, so we want. Oh my gosh, it's McCloud. Level 43 McCloud, please. If we get McCloud, I'm gonna freak out. Okay, we lost Old Dominion. That's sad, but I don't really care. All I'm worried about are these coaches. Okay, here goes offensive coordinator. Joey Casey said yes. Come on, Mickey. Bang! McCloud is our defensive coordinator. He's a program builder. Oh my gosh. And USC would beat Georgia in the national title game. But to be honest, that doesn't really affect us because we're a long way away from there. But this is where things get really interesting for us. We're a 2-star school right now, which I will happily take. And I was afraid of this kind of turnover. So Jaleel McClain wants to leave. He won't come back. That's very sad. Dylan Gresham wants to go. We have 8 persuasion attempts. Cade Bloom has star dev. Cade does not want to come back. He had low. Anyone with a high dev trait. Impact here for David Gee. He'll come back. That's huge for the boys. And I'm just going to ask our best guys if they want to come back because we have the persuasions. Dylan Gresham is back. He's a 76 overall. And for our team, that is the best of the best. And I, for one, cannot believe we didn't have anyone drafted this year. Now, this is where things get crazy because we have 675 hours. So we're going to have to be real tight with how we spend them. And we need, remember, we need people to be interested in coming to our team. So whenever we go to, oh my gosh, Tate Johnson is third? Yo, we might actually build out a very solid transfer portal class just because of that playing style deal breaker. So to save us time, I sorted by the people who are interested. Turbo Richard, we have his first. Fame, no idea how to say his last name. We have second. Okay, oh my gosh, Jershawn Newton wants to come to our team. This is nuts. Okay, so the way that I'm going to do this is these 12, well, we have 10 guys here. All of these 10 guys, and this is so stupid, and I do not recommend that you do this. I'm going to put 50 on them. I normally would only put 25, but because we have so many dudes on this board that play the same positions, I'm just trying to spread out as much cheese as I possibly can throughout these 10 dudes, and then I'm going to go and find 3 stars to fill in the rest. Okay, and so I'm just going to quickly go through all the guys on the list so you can see that they all were already interested in our team before I offered them a scholarship and before we advanced week. These are all the guys. I'm not sure how many of them we're going to get, but this is a very good list. So now we need to see who's actually interested. So we can fight for Tay Johnson. We're going to have to fight for Brian Nelson. We're in first on Turbo Richard still. Wow, we're going to have to fight for a lot of these guys. Jershawn Newton is my #1 target, and Ole Miss is beating the brakes off us currently for him. Now, a lot of these 3 stars will go uncontested on. The hard part about this is we don't have a lot of hours. So you could see that a lot of these guys, like, how are we going to beat West Virginia for Brian Robinson? I don't know. They're jumping up fast, and we just don't have the skill points to fight for these guys or the hours to fight for these guys. And the problem with that is all I did was offer scholarships to all these fellas. And so we just needed them to go completely unfought for. And so we're going to have to make some choices on who we continue to fight for. We just signed the most insane class I think possible. We got the #5 player in the nation, all because of our playing style deal breaker. We had access to these guys. So we got Brian Nelson as well, who's another top 10 player. Turbo Richard, Destin Hill, Zaquan Bryant wanted to come to the team. Carter Davis flipped on us last week, which sucks, but Sire Gaines also showed up. Jershawn Newton decided to go to Auburn, which stinks, but we got Le'Veon Jordan, who's a freshman with normal dev, which is sad. We got Stephen Funk, who's also a freshman with impact dev, which is kind of dope. Then we got Mark Hampier, and then you can just kind of see we filled out the rest of it with some high quality 3 stars that hopefully will come in and make a difference. We actually lost a couple of guys I didn't think we were going to lose, but that's okay. I love Messiah Delhomme. We get him basically at every rebuild. It is what it is. Let's take a look at the class as a whole. We have the #22 class in the country, which only being able to go after people who are interested in coming to our school is fantastic. The problem is with this whole idea, this year could be great and then next year could be horrible because we're kind of relying on playing style deal breakers. And looking at the team pre-development, we just got so much better. It should be illegal. Tay Johnson is only a junior and he'll probably be a 92, 93 overall. The team is way better, especially defensively. Problem is our quarterback room is very young, very inexperienced. I don't think anyone played. If you look in the bottom right, no one played. So we have no experience at quarterback, but we do have 2 dog running backs. So we might be RTDB this year. And after development, this team is probably going to be like an 85. I'm not going to ask anyone to transfer. We're going to keep the original team together. I really want to see a quarterback, Bryce Frost, up to an 82 out of absolutely nowhere. He's going to be our starter. Wow, junior Bryce Frost. Let's see the skill caps. He has star dev. I did not know this guy was even on our team. He has okay, so he has some weird skill caps. I might try to break those next year. What a dog. Okay, Bryce Frost guy might lead us to the promised land. Imagine it's the dude who made this team, just put himself in there with star dev. That'd be so electric. But what I really want to key in on is the defensive side of the ball. Remember, we were on a 3-3-5, so we have 2 good left edges. We have a really good right edge. Defensive tackle, we have 1 guy that'll step in there. Our linebackers aren't the best, but we do have our 4-star linebacker who's a 76 overall who will play our strong side linebacker. Marquise Cardi, he's going to get some PT at middle linebacker. Our weak side linebacker, 79 overall. And then at corner, we are very good. 92, 86, 85. Free safety, 85. And strong safety, 92. We have one of the best secondaries in college football at Montana State. And we still are in the Conference USA. We can't move up just yet, but I have a feeling this year we're going to get it done. Here we go. Overall check time, 79. That's not bad. We have 80 guys on the roster too. A 79 overall is very good for a team in Conference USA. And looking at this schedule, our hardest game by far is Fresno State. So I think there's a legitimate chance we could go undefeated and maybe get a spot in the playoffs. But the most important part of the entire second year is which of these recruits are interested, because we need to build out the infrastructure of this Montana State team. And we need some of these 5-stars to be interested. We got a lot of guys open, but nobody's interested. It's like high school dating for me. Come on, some 4-stars gotta be interested, please. No way. It's way more, I know I could sort by interest, but it's way more dramatic if I go by hand. Come on, 9th. Why can't we get a dude with a normal name? Athaya Okafor, maybe I pronounced that right. I don't know. You don't know how to pronounce it either. Is interested in our team. Okay, we got Ronald Philbin. Here we go, Ron. Shout out Jamal Rousseau with a W on the end. I don't know why, but shout out Jamal. Contact seeker, by the way. That is a great sign for us. Bro, this isn't real. Look at this cat's name. You're lying to me that he's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Hey, there we go. Rob Maddox. Shout out. So we've got 7 4-stars interested in the team, and that's progress. I mean, you can't tell me that someone from EA isn't watching these videos and sending me Vi Cochran. Like, what are the odds? And fellas, we get our first look of the new and improved Montana State team against Kent State. We've got a mid-off in Montana. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments telling me that playing the moments is not everyone's favorite, and I'm totally fine with that. However, if I played the entire game for 3 games, I can promise you that we would win every single game that I played, so it'd be like an automatic dub. Versus playing the moments, if I mess up a moment, the game kind of takes that into account and your team starts losing. So it's a lot more high stakes and it's a lot more difficult for me. So the reason why I wanted to ask is, what do you guys like? Do you want me to only play the 4th quarter in 3 games? What I can tell you is, without a doubt, if I play even in 3 games a year and then just the postseason, the entire game, we will win. And what I don't want to do in any of these videos is lose on purpose. So what do you guys like while still keeping it hard for me and making sure that I don't just win every single game? Let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. Here we go. Let's see if we can get into the end zone. Oh, we're holding on to it, and it's going to be an easy touchdown for Frost in his first start as a Montana State Wildcat QB. All right, 3rd and inches, and they're pressing up. Why are you pressing me, big dog? I heard Mark is going to be doing someone's taxes in a couple weeks. I'm taking the shot deep. Oh, my goodness. And they have an edge guarding our wide receiver, too, who happens to have 95 speed. All right, here we go. It was always Sire Gaines into the end zone. But they're going for it on 4th again. This time I'm dropping everyone back in coverage, and I'm trying to get another interception. Get me Lacombo to the other end. On there. I'm on that. Hit him. Are we that slow? All right, here we go. Yep, it's the pass. We're looking for this. Hit him in the mouth. They scored. Okay, we're going to run this clock down. Now, what we need to have happen is that needs to be below 40 seconds at the end of this play. So here's what we're doing. I'm running it with Turbo Richard. It's going to hurt the stats, but it's going to help the win column. GG's. The game's over. And after the world's slowest 30 seconds, the timer is going to run out. 28-26 is your final. Kent State went from a belting to the greatest team in college football because I kept throwing the ball to them. I needed to realize that we were not in the white. Bryce Frost is your player of the game, even though he threw 2 interceptions. My fault on that, Bryce. You'll be back next year, though. We got another chance to get you the Heisman. Now, we had a pretty good year last year, so after that first victory, we now are ranked number 42 in the current media poll. So if we win out this year, there is a high chance we make the playoffs. And looking at the remaining schedule, what you can expect is for us to play UTEP and Fresno State, unless UTEP is just absolutely sorry. Then we'll play probably Louisiana Tech, who normally is pretty good, or potentially Delaware, who's already 1-0. We lost to Middle Tennessee State. 31-32. They scored 16 points in the fourth quarter. Oh, brother, we stink. Oh, my goodness. I have never, and I mean never, seen a team with a transfer portal class like we had lose to Missouri State and Middle Tennessee in back-to-back weeks. We lost in overtime. We lost to a 72 overall quarterback who was 25 of 36 when we have a secondary that has 89, 87, 85, and then 92. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. Fellas, we are so back. Big win over Trenton State. Sorry, Bengal. Had to do it to them. 42-21. We're so back. Okay, so originally we were going to play UTEP, and in fact, I scheduled a lot of guys on a visit for UTEP, but I think we have to play Fresno State, and I think that we have to play Louisiana Tech, so hopefully this goes well for us. MT has signed to the team, baby. That's one down. Absolutely, and I think that that's going to mean we actually won a game in sim against UTEP. Bang! We made the right choice. That makes me feel so much better. So now we can go on the road and play against Fresno State and then play against Louisiana Tech, and I think that we might still have a chance of winning the Conference USA Championship game as long as we win out in conference play. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I was not taking Kent State very seriously, but I am taking Fresno State seriously. This is a serious football team, and we need to get into the end zone early and make sure that we establish that we are the better football team. Turbo Richard walks in, drops the ball, and just starts waving at the Cats. I like that. That's how you send a message. Low-key knocking on the door for 6 points here. It's a dadgum shank. I'm there. I'm on that. I'm helping. Give me that! What are you doing? The lights are on. No one's home for 46. Goodness gracious. Coach wants to go play action. I tell you what, I'm privy. Here we go. I don't like this. I don't like this. Make a move, brother. Oh, it could be intercepted. It's not. Instead, it's a touchdown. Schutz is the greatest tight end of all time. No one can tell me different. And look at the gritty on. He kind of got that thing on him. I didn't realize. I didn't respect it. Take a chance on me. Take a chance. Take a chance on me. Get into the end zone. Listen, if you fail, try. And if you fail again, try again. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fresno State taking timeouts. Mind you, we did just get a first down. So I think that we can run out this clock here and ensure that Fresno State does not get the ball back. And I think that's in our best interest here. So let's have Turbo get tackled in the backfield. I'm going to run it one more time, and then we'll try to score. In worst case, we take a field goal. There it is, or we just walk into the end zone. I will not deny Turbo his touchdown, and we're going to take a massive lead. But we would go on to mollywop these guys. 41-10 is your final in Fresno. I genuinely think that we've turned the corner and that we could wind up at the Conference USA Championship game as a 2-loss team. And after what I'm assuming is a win against Western Kentucky, Jamal Rousseau is on the team. Absolutely, this class is really good. That's 4-3. That was a loss. Does that say 4-3 or am I? Does that say 4-3? We lost 21-20 to Western Kentucky. We are a 79 overall. It doesn't make sense. Look, I've done some reflecting. We're 4-3. We're the laughing stock of Conference USA. I'm going to tell all of college football something that my fiance's never going to tell me. All right? And this is news to everyone in this top 25. All right? And you need to listen well. I'm coming. I'm coming for you. Let's go, baby. Invite Cockerham. Loves the message. Absolutely. Another signature for the boys. And a win. We're officially 5-3. And now we get to play against Louisiana Tech. And I tell you what, I love that chicken for Popeyes. My voice has gone from yapping, but we are very close. We need a signature from Rob Maddox this week. We need a signature from Jeff Landolt this week. Problem is, it's week 9 right now. We have 2 weeks to get both of those guys signed. If it doesn't happen this week, it's not going to happen at all. And we've got an opportunity with a big first quarter drive to take the lead and make a statement. Obviously, I just made a statement. Maybe some of you guys can relate to what I'm talking about. Here we go. Maybe the worst read of all time, but I tell you what, spamming A gets us 2 yards there. Thank God. I do want to go back to the RPO. RPO was really working for us, but I want to see what all of this pistol offense has for us. Now, will I get demonetized because I'm saying that and it's actually just an offense in the game? Potentially. Is it worth it? Definitely not. Am I going to keep doing it? For sure. Yes, I am. Yep. Okay, Turbo Richard running behind his blockers there. What an absolute dog. I would have loved if he would have been able to bust out. Yeah, score for us. Give me Gresham into the seam. I think we got an opportunity with Gresham. If not, we've got an opportunity. Oh, we're just not fast enough. He just doesn't have the giddy up that we need. Miles Graham's going to get a sack there. 2nd and 20. The only reason why I'm not worried about it is we have Schutz hitting the seam here, and he might be the greatest taker of space of all time. Big field goal, 47 yards. This would put us up by 7. And we're lined up to put that right down the pipe. They don't block it, and that's going to give us a 13-6 lead. And 6-13 is going to be your final. The clock will run down. We were able to get a first down, and we will get a win against Louisiana Tech, and we needed that one. But unfortunately, now we are in a recruiting battle with Missouri, and that's a massive problem for us because, as you can see at the top, it is week 10, and Missouri has him on a visit in week 11. So unless he somehow fills in the rest of that gap this week, he's definitely going to Missouri. But I simmed to the end of the season, and even though it was a rocky one, we did finish 9-3. Unfortunately, puts us in 6th in the Conference USA again, but we are number 24 in the country. And you'll be happy to know that Rob did make the right decision and did not go to Missouri. And as far as team stats go, I didn't think our offense was going to be absolutely insane or anything, but I didn't expect them to be this low after making the team that much better. I mean, it's literally the exact same as it was last year, but defensively we were number 4 in the country, which I am very happy about because that's our pride and joy. And Washington prospect Marcel Reed wins the Heisman. That might be the craziest thing I've ever seen in any sim. Other than us playing TCU in the Alamo Bowl, this is an actual game. I think we might have to show up to this one. But before we get to see our 6 4-star recruits, star depth for Ronald Phil, star for Jamal Rousseau, stop it. Star, impact. Yo, I promise you, I had no idea. I'm going to kind of sim through this one and maybe we'll jump in the 4th. 14-7, 14-14. The boys are cooking here. Come on, fellas. 14-14 still. Interesting. 17-14. Oh, down by 10. And it's time for us to step in on 3rd and 5. Iced out in his uni. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Nothing's there. We're sacked. I thought the drag was going to be there. 4th and 17. Oh, my goodness. Just don't know if we don't have the speed or what happened, but nobody gets open there. Maybe. Can we get it? He overthrows it. Oh my gosh, we're going to lose to TCU. Low-key, the rubber banding is crazy. 31-28 is your final. We still just aren't close enough to getting over the hump. This is only TCU. That's a Big 12 team, but we're going to keep building. Apparently, our loss to TCU was good enough to move us back up to 23 in the rankings, which I don't hate. And this is a look at the final CFP bracket. Pittsburgh beat Clemson in an ACC national championship game. And this is, again, where things start to get dicey. Who wants to leave? Oh, no! Bro, this is what happens when you live and die by the playing style deal breaker. We're losing our 2 best players unless we can convince them to stay. Tay, please. Oh, Messiah, you've always been loyal. Okay, all 5 of those guys just decided to leave, but what about Bryce Frost? This is a guy who we developed, and now all of a sudden he's decent. He wants to leave. Can we get him to stay? Oh, this is what I was saying, bro. I knew that we had a good class, and that's great, but I knew we would have a great unfollowing of sorts, and now now everyone that was a stud has left. Maybe we'll be able to bring some guys in the portal. Landon Thomas decides, hey, appreciate you, big bro. But yeah, half our team just left. But we did have 2 guys drafted this year, which is going to make a huge difference in getting those guys interested in coming to our team. We are here for the long haul, though. I don't think this is going to be as fast as that AV overall might make this seem like it's going to be. But it's time for the moment of truth, baby. Here we go. Who's interested in coming to our team? Show me some top talent. Tay is interested in coming back, but he's locked us out. He's only open to top 8 guys. Wow. And the other top 10 talent that's interested in us also has us locked out. No way. Okay. We do have Manny Stump, an elusive bruiser from Bowling Green, interested in coming to the team. I'll show you everyone that's interested here in a second. And I have certainly played this game a lot. We had 3 4-stars that are interested. We had many, actually, but they were all running backs. So we have 3 guys that actually fit on our team interested in coming to our team that are 4-stars. So we're going to have to really grind out the 3-stars in the transfer portal this year. Okay, so these are the guys that we were able to grab in addition to the 3 4-stars that we talked about. I'm going to go through the list. I'm not really going to touch on any of them. I just want you to see that they are all interested in the team. Some of them have 15, some of them have 10. The goal is to just get in first on all these guys. So we have some good news, which is Manny Stump. We are in first on still, beating Iowa and Notre Dame, which is kind of insane. The bad news is obviously we're fighting for these guys, but the even worse news is a lot of our 3-stars we have competition for. And if you don't know, the strategy for 3-stars is to just, like Zaquan Patterson here, not have anyone else go after them. You just got to get lucky. And we have not gotten as lucky as we needed to get. But sadly, out of the 3 4-stars, we were only able to land Manny Stump, but he was a 4-star freshman elusive bruiser. And let's see that Deb trade. Oh, we used to pray for times like this. Oh my gosh. Okay, going through the rest of the class, we did lose out on Matt Tant, who is another elusive bruiser with the lead dev. Sad he's going to be playing at Nebraska, even though we had him on a visit. I don't know how that happened, but we can kind of scroll through here. We got a new quarterback, Liam Zarka. Not sure if he's going to come in and play. He's a junior pure runner. Maybe he'll play, maybe he won't. I don't know. We also improved the line. We got some backup pieces. Lost this guy. This would have been incredible. A freshman strong safety coming in to replace some of the safeties that left. We had a lot of defensive tackles that were really interested in coming to the team, but we didn't land as many of them as I would have liked. Looking at the class as a whole, though, we had the 32nd best class. So again, a way better class last year, especially at that peak, but we did have more 4-star high schoolers, and hopefully it'll be even better next year. Oh my goodness, we still have Sire Gaines on the team. That's incredible. Manny Stump will have an extra year to develop. Maybe Sire will play, maybe he won't. I don't know. Manny Gaines with the elite dev is a little bit scary. As far as quarterback goes, it looks like Stephen Funk, our pocket passer, is going to be the starter. Maybe Liam Zarka could get a look, but we'll have to wait until development. DeMarcus Sly, the tight end we were able to sign, is an elite dev gritty possession guy. He's only 75 overall with elite dev, so I wonder what his star rating was coming out of high school. And we have a ton of right edges, and the beauty of this is you always find, diamonds in the rough. Miguel Estrada, elite dev power rusher, just a 3-star that we found. And Manny Stump is an absolute beast, and so Sire Gaines. It's actually unfortunate that he has probably the greatest running back that we've ever recruited on the team. But the team as a whole does look a lot better at the peak than it did last year, even though we are missing our 92 overall free safety. The problem really lies, Stephen Funk looks like he'll be suitable. This team looks easily good enough to win Conference USA, especially after Trey Merritt plus 10. Okay, son. The tight ends look great. This is going to be our problem. Our left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle, just a mid group of linemen. And then whenever you get out here to our secondary, not the elite secondary that we had last year. We already struggled defensively, and now our secondary is way worse. This guy played linebacker, and I had to move him because the best we had was Chris Ellinger, who was going to be a 71 overall. So hopefully we can win the Conference USA this year, but the team we had last year going 9-4 is not a good sign. But when it's all said and done, the team is better on paper, an 86 overall across the board. Not bad for year number 3 of the rebuild, but unfortunately we're still in the Conference USA and haven't been promoted. And there are a lot, including the number 1 player in the country of 5-stars open to coming to the team. But will this be the year that we get the first 5-star that wants to come to our team? It's not. Oh, no. How many 4 stars, though? 6 yet again. I'll take 6. You know, we need to win Conference USA this year so we can improve our high school recruiting. Although I will say Tyrone Gage might as well be a 5-star. He's the 44th best player in the country, which is pretty good if you ask me. Although we know about the buckets, 5-star bucket, 4-star bucket. The 5 stars are 78 to 82 overalls. The 4 stars are like 74 to 78. So still not great. Ooh, we have Iowa and Washington State on the schedule here. I would love to get a win against Iowa. The problem is we need to make a decision. Are we going to play these Conference USA games to make sure that we win them? Or are we going to play these non-conference games to make sure that we have a high ranking? As much as I want to go to the college football playoff, I think I'm going to skip past Iowa and Washington State and make sure we win these games in the Conference USA. We play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, so I can at least guarantee 3 wins for the boys. And by the time Conference USA play started, we are 2-1. We lost to Iowa. And I kind of want to take you through these games because they're kind of disappointing. So we lost to Sonny Scipio, who's a 76 overall. I'm sure he's underneath my cam, but he's a 76 overall underneath there. And Stephen Funk had the worst game I've ever seen. I've never seen an 82 overall quarterback go 10 for 26. Now, the worst part about this is running the football. Manny Stump went 20 for 172 and we didn't run the ball more. Why did we not run the ball more? I don't know. Iowa scored 19 points. Iowa scored 30 points in the last 2 quarters, which is incredibly disappointing, but that's neither here nor there. We lose to Iowa. That is what it is. We beat Washington State, which feels good, but Washington State is absolutely atrocious. Let's not get it twisted. We had 380 yards. Pretty good. Stephen Funk played pretty good running the ball. Manny Stump had a little bit of a worse. Are these guys brothers? No, it's Stephen Funk and Manny Stump. Sire Gaines gets in there, scores a touchdown. That's great. FCS West, Trenton State, as you might know them, 529 yards, 408 yards on the ground. Stephen Funk still is not good. 15 attempts, 8 completions. Running the rock. I mean, good Lord. I mean, goodness gracious, Manny Stump. He averaged 12 and a half yards a game, or 12 and a half yards in this game. That's insane. He had 6 carries for over 20 yards. I can't wait to get in there with that guy. But the point is, I'm not sure how good we are if we're losing Iowa like that. Regardless, we need to be smart about who we play. I think that we can sim past FIU. They're pretty bad. I know they played for the conference championship last year, but I think Kennesaw State, who already has a win in the conference, would be a better team to play against. Western Kentucky obviously is 3-0. And so as we sim, Louisiana Tech's at 69 overall, so don't be fooled by that 0-2. We need to be identifying Conference USA opponents that we can play, that we can beat, or that we might lose to more likely. So simming past FIU. How on 3rd down we went 5 for 20. We lost in overtime to FIU. They went 5 for 19. We were having a mid-off. I don't even know if I can look at these stats. We lost to Bird Ficklin. Stephen Funk actually, I mean, wow, 14 for 32. Somebody get this cat LASIK, bro. Manny Stump had a good game. Sire Gaines had a horrible game. 2.6. I don't know who to be mad at. I need to be mad at somebody, but I don't know who to be mad at. We're in an 86 overall and we lost to FIU. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's time for a change. Is Liam very good? Not really. Respectfully. But we need something. You know what I mean? We got to mix it up. 2-2. We're already bad. Can it get worse? And looking at our conference, I think Louisiana Tech is a must play. They are the best team in the conference other than us. Jacksonville State, 3-1. They look good. Western Kentucky, 3-1. They look good. But Middle Tennessee and Kennesaw State scare me. Middle Tennessee looks like a must play. So we got to play Louisiana Tech. Got to play Middle Tennessee. Do we play Western Kentucky this week, or do we think we get away with one? I think we play Kennesaw State. I think we play Middle Tennessee, and I think we play Louisiana Tech. And if I guess wrong, I guess wrong. We're going to let Western Kentucky rock. I think Kennesaw State's going to be better than Western Kentucky this year. That's my take. Bang! I want to see, was it the change at quarterback that sprung the team forward? Maybe we would have won this game regardless. 38-14. Okay, 481 yards of offense? You can't say I don't know the sim of ball. 18 for 23, Liam. Go ahead then. Go ahead then, Liam. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now, I know I said I was going to play Kennesaw State, and they're 2-0 in conference play. But after this sim result, I think we take on Jacksonville State because they're already 4-1, and then we take on Middle Tennessee, and then we take on Louisiana Tech because we have a lot of recruits coming for Jacksonville State. So I think that's a game that we need to win. And a signature from Tyrone Gage means, oh my gosh, Jesse Metropolis. That's got to be a dub. We are so back. We're so back. quick. 35-25. Show me an absolute masterclass from Lee and Sarka. You know what? 12 for 17. I'll take it because that means we were running the rock a lot. And that's exactly what happened. I love to see that we're running the ball. 30 carries. Absolutely. Keep running the rock. He's a 92 overall. Can we talk about Kennesaw State scoring 19 points in the fourth quarter? Like, what happened? They figured it out? Like, hello? It also looks like we made the right call with Jacksonville State there. 5-1, 2-0 in conference play. Middle Tennessee obviously is very good. Louisiana Tech, 2-0 in conference play. I think we've made the right call on each of these teams. I'm a little worried about Arkansas State, but I think if we take down these three, that we should find ourselves in a Conference USA championship game and hopefully to the Mountain West Conference. And since we did sign some recruits, I think it's a good time to check in. Benjamin Woods, we have a visit before Nebraska, so we should be good there. Got these two guys signed? Absolutely. And it looks like with Troy Whitehart, we should get him over Miami. I don't think they're going to be able to make up the ground with the visit that we have in week 8. Same thing here with Jamie Camacho, sure. And then David Benito had a great visit last week. Texas Tech maybe can catch us, but honestly, I doubt it because we have really good school grades. And Jamie Camacho, the pride of Eugene, Oregon, chooses to come to Montana State. 5-2, baby. Come on. I mean, take a look at the difference here. Stephen Funk in 4 games completed 46 passes in 3 games. Liam Zarka has completed 38 on 69% completion, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. It really looks like we made the right choice here. Okay, so the boys were able to get us to 5-2. Now we need to take care of business against Jacksonville State. I think if we get past them, we're really in a good spot. Middle Tennessee seems to be pretty strong, but again, I think we rock their world. Arkansas State does concern me. Louisiana Tech, I think we play them again in the Conference USA championship game if we get past them, but I genuinely believe we beat New Mexico State in sim. So if we just get past Arkansas State, get a little bit lucky there, we go 8-1 in conference play, which should definitely get us into the conference championship game. And we're gonna go with the Gold Rush jerseys against Jacksonville State. I think these are so dope. Can't wait to see what they look like actually in the game. Okay, we have an opportunity to make a statement here. And while I love the RPOs and I want to keep this true, I love winning more than I love keeping it true. Here we go. Let's do the delayed handoff. Fake handoff. Okay, wait, we got some speed here at QB. He's gonna gain 7 yards. Liam Zarka might be the truth. Man, I wish we'd have started this cat earlier because we could low-key be 6-1 right now. If we're sitting at 6-1, I think there's a real chance. Oh, step up. Oh, step up. Go, Liam. Go ahead then, Liam. Yo, this guy's dangerous. Okay, we're gonna keep this running game up. Oh, yeah. Come here. Come here. Sire Gaines going to fall forward for a gain of 8. 2 attempts, 21 yards, looking for 6 points. This might be Zarka on the pull. Let's see if he can pull it here. Yep, they're biting down. It's Zarka to the cut up. Get in. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't know if it was going to be too tight of a window, but we get it done anyways. Here we go. Easy handoff. Just walk it in. We don't need to do too much. Ref. That was a late hit. Okay, we're up by 3 scores. I think this one should be in the back. And this one would only get worse. The time is running out. We might as well score one more time to make it 49-10 at the end of the game. Let's get stumped an extra touchdown. Stuff the stat sheet. Stomp into the end zone. And that's going to do it for us. We get an easy dub over Jacksonville State. I mean, I know we have an 86 overall team, but I didn't think it was going to be that easy. And after the big win, everyone has signed to the team. So now all we need to do is win this conference championship, and we'll be on our way to winning that natty. But first, we need to get through Middle Tennessee State, which I don't know if those words have ever been uttered before, but I'm happy to be the first one to do it. Stump is back, ready to take the handoff. Oh, and that's a massive hole. Easy first down. Manny Stump, 2 for 11 on the day. Again, if we can get off to an early start, get an early score, I think we're just going to go ahead and run the football. I think these games become a lot easier. I think our defense has already gotten a stop. Manny Stump is going to gain 8 there, 3 attempts, 19 yards. I think we go back to him again for one last run. I think we're going to bring Gaines in if he doesn't get this one done here. We're going to have to cut it back. Stump gives us an early lead, and the Middle Tennessee crowd, for a team that's doing pretty decent, going to win Conference USA Championship, there's literally no one in the stands. Starting this cat was a great decision. I might ask that other guy to transfer. Liam, just tuck it and run. Just tuck it and run. Go get it. Oh my gosh. Are you seeing this guy? Stump back into the game. It's absolute justice. Stump managers everywhere. Let's go, baby. 3 touchdown lead. That probably is going to be the separation we need to get the job done. Especially if we can score here. 1:20 on the clock. 5 wide set. Zarka's on fire. And these cats just haven't been able to handle him. I'm going to take the shot to the end zone. Did he catch? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, he caught that. That was an orange pass. Zarka's honestly horrible at throwing the deep ball, but it works there, and that should do it. And 31-7 is going to be your final. Middle Tennessee finally got on the board in the third quarter, but I just simmed to the end because I knew it was over, and we're going to walk out of Tennessee with an easy dub. So after that big win, we are officially first in Conference USA, sitting at 7-2, which feels good. Arkansas State's 5-3. Louisiana Tech is 5-3. I think we play Louisiana Tech. I hope it's the right decision. You can see our overall's up to an 87 and 89 offense, so we got better. I'm assuming our running backs probably progressed, but regardless, we're going to sim to Louisiana Tech and pray that we beat Arkansas State and New Mexico State. Fellas, praise the Lord. We beat Arkansas State 31-17. We beat the brakes off New Mexico State 38-7, and Louisiana Tech was the perfect team to play against. They're 6-1 in the conference right now. We are 6-1 in the conference. Mind you, we're number 22 in the country, and Jacksonville State was a great team to play against. They're now 8-3, and it looks like FIU is also 8-3, so if we beat Louisiana Tech, we might be able to get our lick back against FIU. And low-key, right now, Colorado at 19 is the 12 seed, but if they were to lose the Big 12 championship or something crazy happens, we're right there. And man, am I glad we brought Liam Zarka in. This guy went 15 touchdowns, 1 interception. His QBR is 173.8 on average versus 119. Good Lord. And he also ran it for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. Manny Stump is injured, but he ran it for 1,700. Sire Gaines has stepped up, and he's been really good, but we had 1,700 yards and 13 interceptions. Somebody tell me what's wrong with him. Oh my gosh, if he goes to the league, I'm gonna cry. Okay, he only has broken ribs. That's a 2-week ordeal, so we could, dude, he has 1,700 yards through 11 games. That's insane, first off. Second off, we could have him back for the conference championship game. In fact, I think we will have him back for the conference championship game, so we could maybe get him the Heisman. And I mean, make this make sense. He's not even in first for the Walker, even though he has 500 yards more than these cats. It's just a touchdown thing? That is ridiculous to me. He has 13 touchdowns still. And we're gonna rip off the final set of uniforms that we haven't used yet. It's the iced out unis, and these things look incredible. And I'm treating this like a Conference USA championship game right now. We have the first drive of the game to take the lead. Thank God, whenever you get this, the game is in your control. And these jerseys look sick. Go ahead then. Sire Gaines! No one's on Sire Gaines. What are they doing? It's a green bean. Go, 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 go. It's a foot race. Go. What are they doing? We have an opportunity to take a 2-score lead here. Oh my gosh. It's Sire Gaines again. They're not going to give that to him? What is he? What's he on the millimeter? What's he on the half-centimeter yard line? Like, what are we talking about? It's all but a formality. I'm just going to look you in the eyes while it happens. Touchdown, Montana State. We're up 35-3. This one's over. And the final actually winds up being 38-3. So as the number 22 team in the country, it's kind of a statement made. You know, we're going to make the Conference USA championship game, but maybe we can move up the rankings here and let the committee know we're better than Colorado. 19's not half bad before the conference championship game. And we have to play Louisiana Tech again, a team that we just beat 38-3. But what I'm curious about are these top 25 rankings. Where is Colorado? They've moved up to 15, and I tell you what, I absolutely despise that. The good news for us is they have to play number 12, Utah. So there is a very high chance that they just lose that game outright to Utah. We have worse news though. Right now, Colorado is the 11 seed. Tulane is the 12 seed at number 16. So we're 19 right now. So we're getting absolutely cheesed, my dude. The bad news is we lost a couple more guys to injuries. The good news is our elite dev superstar running back, Manny Stump, is back from injury and he's ready to go for the conference championship game. And I'll be honest with you, the beauty of this Conference USA game is whether we make the playoffs or not doesn't really matter, because what's important here is us winning this game, and we get the first quarter drive. That's so big, playing the moments, is us winning this game and making sure that we can get a conference promotion, because Lord knows we need it. Just like I need Stump to get 6 touchdowns here and bust over. Oh my gosh. Oh my, yo, he's got some zip when he moves. QB draw. Now, listen, I love Liam Zarka and I want him to get his, but I need Stump to get touchdowns. I need somebody to win a trophy. Get in there. Get in there. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 6 points on our first drive, and that is a great way to start this one. Gonna go 3 double cloud will be the play call from our side. Oh my gosh, she's going to keep it on the QB keeper. And just like that, it's a tie football game. This one is not going to be as easy as last time. One of my favorite plays in this 3-3-5 look is the cover 3 drop, man. It's just so effective. The problem that we have here is Carl Lacey is quick on his feet. Oh my gosh, she's going to take the shot. And we're not getting mossed. We were, in fact, getting mossed, and now they're in the lead. Okay, we need to be fast here. Give me someone to the end zone. It's Antoine to the end zone. Oh, my gosh. We take the lead going into the half. Don't wake the baby. Manny Stumpf. We need it. We got to have it. I'm going right off of 53's left cheek. Here we go. Get in off his left cheek. And that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you could tell everybody. Yeah, you could tell everybody. 35-14. We finally won it. We finally won it. We finally won it. I'm thinking the Mountain West Conference. I think that we're good enough. We're an 86 overall. It's not that I want to skip over other conferences. I'm trying to think geographically. I was thinking we go Conference USA, up into the Mountain West, and then the Big Ten if our grades are good enough. But I will say, if you disagree and you want to see me go conference by conference by conference by conference, even if I've already won a national championship, leave me a comment. I'm always open to getting feedback from you guys. I do want to make sure that I make videos that you guys enjoy. But here is the big question. Will that 1-2 pop up next to our name this week? Come on, baby. No. It was absolute worst case scenario. Tulane wins their conference. They're going to be the 12 seed at 13-0. We would have had to have played Penn State anyways, so we probably would have lost that. And even if we won that, we would have played Georgia. So maybe it's better that we're not in the CFP, but it is a shame, especially if we lose some of our dogs to the draft or to transferring. This team was low-key good enough to win. Nah, this is just straight disrespect. They got us in the New Orleans Bowl. We're the 17th best team in the country. They got us playing Louisiana. Love that chicken from Popeyes. But low-key, we're kind of getting the job offers. Baylor, Houston, Mississippi State's offered us that way too many times. And then Missouri. Unfortunately for them, we're loyal to the soil. Let's take a look at early national signing day, though. This is what's interesting to me. Benjamin Woods, impact, normal, impact, star. Okay, Troy Whitehart, impact and star. David Bonito, I like that. I think we have a pretty decent class here. I know it's only 6 guys, but oh no, we don't get to change our school until after this recruiting round, so it really hurts us. The Conference USA actually moved up a little bit in conference. I don't want to go. The reason why I chose the Mountain West is I don't want to go into the MAC because, I mean, we could. It just feels like the exact same thing as Conference USA. The Mountain West kind of feels like an actual upgrade. The MAC just feels like the same as the Conference USA, but the Mountain West feels like an upgrade. And then from there, maybe even the Big 12 before the Big 10. I don't know, but I feel like this team belongs in the Mountain West, so giving them a year there really makes sense. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to sim past this game with Louisiana. It just doesn't excite me. And we won it anyways. No harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? And a 12-2 season is not bad. 42-21 is the final. We had 540 yards of offense. Mind you, 300 of them came on the ground. Manny Stumpf had an absolute masterclass. I pray that this man does not go to the league because we have an A+ playing style, which means he will not transfer. And our final ranking is number 16 in the country, and it was none other than Washington that would win the national championship. Penn State barely beat Tulane, so I'm happy that they got to go. And then Penn State beat the brakes off Georgia, lost to Michigan, and then Washington clutched up. But this is the moment. Will Manny Stumpf stay with the team, please? Manny, come back. All right, I'm not going to sit here and sing. I'm going to go through these and ask everyone to stay, and I'll let you know how it goes. The Montana State rebuild giveth, and the Montana State build taketh. Kadir Dembele decides to stay, and that is fantastic, but we lose our elite dev running back, we lose our elite dev tight end, and then we lose literally the greatest player of all time, Vike Ockerum, contact-seeking star. He's not coming back. We get a couple more guys drafted, and hopefully that's going to bring in even more interest to the team. We need it so bad, please. Oh, that's a lot of interest. Stop. The number 1 player in the country. He's a 5-star. Bryce Baker. I don't know if you heard of him. It's Bryce Baker. Bryce Baker won't me. Okay, he also wants Texas and Washington. But this is absolutely insane. The greatest thing that's ever happened. I'm going to fill out the board, and then I'm going to show you the amount of interest that Montana State has started to draw. So we have some great news. We're a 3-star team, which means we have 900 hours to work with. That is a huge upgrade from the 2-star team that we literally just were last year. The bad news is, out of all the guys that are interested in us, 5 of them are free safeties. So that that's not great, but we do have some very good talent here. I'm going to go through and put 50 hours on all of them, and hopefully we can land some of them. Bryce Baker and AJ Brand are both from Michigan, which I think is hilarious in this build. We could low-key just steal both of Michigan's quarterbacks, and that will really help us in the Mountain West. Problem is, we don't have a single running back interested in coming to our team, which I have no idea how that happens, but as you can see, everyone that's on this list are already interested in us. And after I put 50 hours on all these guys and offered them, we have 20 hours left, so I'm going to go find 4 more dudes and offer them scholarships, and hopefully they'll sign too. All right, we're in business. Bryce Baker is at least interested, and what I'm thinking about doing is just inviting all of these wide receivers. Mind you, we have a freshman that is the number 16 player in the country, mind you, that is interested in coming to our team. It's us versus Washington, and then Taylor also wants to come to our team. It's us versus Iowa, and then also Mikael Skinner. Thinking about inviting all of them and just trying my luck at having them convince Bryce Baker to come to our team. I don't know, but I hope it works. Fellas, we have some phenomenal news, but we also have some very ugly news. The phenomenal news is we're gonna sign a 5-star as Montana State. Look at this. Bryce Baker is this close to signing, literally. Problem is, whenever you go to the portal over here, you'll notice that we don't have any outside linebackers or middle linebackers. And if I go to 3-star prospects, these are the guys who are interested in our school. We go out here to outside linebacker, and if I click X on this, there's one guy, Eric Magnifico. He's interested. If I go to middle linebacker, we have literally nobody that's interested in coming to our team. And that's kind of the situation in every critical position. No one wants to come to our school. They're open to it, but no one wants to be here. So we might have a really down year this year and take a couple steps back, especially because we're going to the Mountain West. Fellas, the portal giveth and the portal taketh, because we got some absolute dogs. Speaking of dogs, it's Bryce Baker, the number 1 player in the country. Problem is, we also got Warren Stepanovich. Warren Stepanovich. This guy's a freshman, number 16 player in the country, and that was enough to make Taylor leave. He'll be on our team. This is a glitch, but we also landed all of these absolute studs. It's actually incredible what we were able to do. We lost some guys, and that does suck. I mean, we actually lost quite a bit of guys, to be completely honest with you, and for that reason, our class, well, better because we had 1 5-star at 16. We only have 20 guys, so what I want you to take note of is, yes, when we go over here into position changes, the team is going to kind of look insane because we have 92 overall Bryce Baker as our quarterback now, and that's, I mean, that kind of got me feeling a little something, but the problem is that we ain't got no corners. All right, we kind of got some corners, but we ain't got no linebackers, so I don't know what we're supposed to do about that. Also, we ain't got no running backs. I guess Jamal Rousseau is maybe a starter, but you can see our issue is that we have certain position groups that just have nobody, and I wish Stephen Funk would get to stepping. The craziest thing about Bryce Baker is he still has room to grow. Look at this. He has accuracy room to grow. He has IQ room to grow. He has elusiveness. He has quickness room to grow. He is going to become a demigod, and I have a solution to our running back problem. Do we happen to have? We actually don't. I was hopeful that we would have a gadget guy in here somewhere. We don't, but we do have Vi Satali. He would be an 86 running back. Unfortunately, I can't move him unless I move someone else to wide receiver, which I think I can do out of these tight ends. Conrad, are you interested in playing wide receiver and ruining your career? I think that you are. So that's what we're going to do is we're going to move Vi over here into that running back position. And so that's going to be our starting running back is an X wide receiver. He's 94 speed, 96 acceleration. That's no problem. But you're seeing the extent we're having to go to make sure that we have a decent team. Like, bro, we literally just don't have a left guard. Now, I'll move linemen around. It's no big deal, but we just don't have a left guard. I don't think I've ever had a fully upgraded Bryce Baker on my team. He's a 95. Yo, come on. He's a 95, 88 speed, so that's really where you could improve him, is his quickness. They gave him more, obviously the CPU upgraded him, so they upgraded his downhill, his option king, stuff that is actually going to play for us, especially running the pistol offense that we run. At running back, we're actually with Rousseau, so we're going to have a really nice 2-headed dragon because Vicatelli is going to be fantastic on 3rd down. He'll be our 3rd down running back. And then we have a very good power running back here. This is a great, I mean, we have 2 contact seekers to help out with whenever we're at the goal line. I think that this team, low-key, could be the best team that we've ever had. I really think that year 1 team was insane with the guys that we got because of the playing style deal breaker. But I mean, we have 4 stud wide receivers, a 90 overall tight end. Our line isn't great, and that was always going to be my concern. It's okay. Our defense, I mean, we have this elite dev guy, and I mean, come on, he's an 89 speed power rusher. That's gonna help. At linebacker, not great. Again, kind of average. Corner, 99 speed guy. That's always helpful. helpful. Safety, just okay, and then kicking is good. So this team is good. We're about to have to move them to the Mountain West. I think this is going to be a 99 overall team, not because it's actually a 99 overall team, but because we don't have any absolutely horrible players. I mean, the worst guys on our team are legacy guys. These are guys who have been around since the beginning, so we'll probably be like a 99, maybe a 96. For those of you who are wanting my like tips on just how to have better squads, that would be the easiest one. To be completely honest with you, all you need to do is just make sure that you don't sign bad guys. Don't sign 2 stars, don't sign 3 stars. They're just going to drive your overall down. You really don't need them on your team. If they're actually good, you can find them in the portal for free. And I almost feel like even the Mountain West isn't that much of a step up for us, because the best team in the Mountain West is Boise State, and we are 6 overall points better than them. Everyone else is still kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. But we'll go to the Mountain West. I feel like this team could win a natty. Definitely good enough. The cards might not fall in our favor, but we have Bryce Baker. So I almost want to put them into the Big 12, as that would be like a real step up. But we'll go Mountain West, then Big 12, then Big 10. If we get there, I don't know if we're gonna need to go that far because we keep getting dogs, but you get lucky in the portal and then you don't get lucky in the portal. Wow, the team is actually a 94, 96, 91, but we are starting off as the 19th best team in the country. I thought this team would be a little bit better, but I'm not that surprised because our linebackers are pretty bad. Oh my goodness. They've got us playing Texas in Texas. This is the biggest game we've had in the entire video. That is so exciting. So what we'll do is we'll play Texas. We'll play NC State too. And then we'll play Boise State. And I think we'll beat everyone else in sim. This is an electric schedule. This is what I'm always the most curious about. Do we have any 5 stars that want to come and join the boys? Let's take a look here. We have a couple of 5 stars that are interested. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so excited. This has been such a fun idea. We have 3 5 stars that are interested in coming to our team. And the Mountain West Conference is a B-. So we've actually moved up ahead of the Pac-12 because we've joined the conference. The American is 1 step up from us. And then they have the FBS Independence, and then the Big 12, and then the Big 10. And then the SEC and ACC are actually a step above the Big 10 in this game because of the lower side of the Big 10. And for the first time in school history, we have the favorite for the Heisman going into the season. And I love it. Matt Houghton is such an underrated guy. Nathan Garvin, 98 overall as a sophomore. This guy's got 99 he's got 99 everything. What in the world? Where did they make this cat? I guarantee you Tulane's gonna be insane. Look at this guy. It's like I made him in a lab. Oh my goodness. And this is so insane to me, but there's Talon Taylor again. Like I said, he did show up, and he's gonna be the best wide receiver on our team by far. He's a 93 overall. He's a true 92, 96 speed. Guy's an absolute freak. And would you believe it if I told you that on paper, we were the exact same team as the Texas Longhorns? Well, you shouldn't, because technically our offense is better than theirs. It doesn't matter. The point is, we're 94th, they're 94. Let's see if we can go get a dub. And we got to lock in. Not only is this the biggest game we've ever played, this is our first look at our GOAT, Bryce Baker. I've never had Bryce Baker as a 95 on the team. I'm excited to see how this goes. Here we go. I'm stepping up with him early. We're going to use those legs. Bryce, go down. Hey. Y'all don't even run that close to it. Why is Bear Bachmeyer at Texas? Top 5 things that may never happen. But then again, Bryce Baker is playing for Montana State right now. So I guess I'm kind of a hypocrite on that one, huh? Give me that. Oh my gosh. We definitely should have scored in our first possession. This is not good. And you know it's bad whenever I have to go to the nickel double mug. Here we go. 3rd and 20. We're back in it. We got the stop that we needed to get it to 3rd and 20. But unfortunately, oh my gosh, he's going to take a shot. Give me that interception. It was 3rd and 20. We got mossed in the end zone. That is so unfortunate. All good, though, big dog. All good. Somebody's got to get open for me. Come on. Yep, there it is. There he is. We're right back in this one. Remember, this was a drive where it was 4th and 7. We got bailed out, and now we've got some points. We can make this competitive. Oh, this is not good. I repeat, this is not good. I'm going to be Jim Coyley out here and play man coverage. He's obviously calling some hot route audibles. And they're going to score. It's not that big of a lead here. I think we could get it done low-key. Yep, there he is. That's 6 points. Okay, we're right back in it. 14-31 is a 17-point game. 6 minutes left on the clock. If we get a stop, I think we're right back in this game. And unfortunately, that's going to do it. We're going to lose 31-15. I'm going to be honest. The entire reason we lost this game is because I threw the interception on the first drive. As soon as I did that, I was like, this is not good. It was, in fact, not good. So we're going to start off 0-1. So after our loss to Texas, we had a pickup game against FCS Midwest where we had 523 yards of total offense, which we will certainly finally take. Bryce Baker had a masterclass, 12 of 16, 2 touchdowns. He also ran it for 35 yards, but Visatelli and Jamal Rousseau were the stars of this game. I'm a little concerned that we gave up 20 points to FCS Midwest, though. Not gonna lie, I'm even more concerned that Texas already lost the game. That does not look good for us. But next up, we already have NC State, and we are 10 overall points better than they are. Hopefully, we can take care of business against them. They are undefeated, and this will be a good test of whether or not our team is good enough to move up into the better conferences. We're in Mountain West right now, which isn't a bad conference, but I would say NC State is an average ACC team. If we beat an average ACC team, then maybe at the very least, we could beat an average ACC team. Okay, and the first look we're gonna get is a big third down, as the game puts it. We're gonna go to 3-3-5. It's 3rd and 4, and that makes me nervous, but we're gonna go to cover 3 drop. This is a safe formation to use, whether they run it, whether they throw it. I think we can get the stop that we need. They have 2 tight ends in this set. Yep, they do. They're coming across the middle. Can I hold on to him? He's gonna take the shot. Can we intercept that? He drops it. Oh my gosh, we got him beat. Oh my gosh. Wait, we actually got him. It's a free lick. Stepanovich stepping into the end zone. 6 points. Okay, we're gonna go cover 3 drop. I just realized that I was in a formation set, not actually coach suggestion. So that's great for me. But what is this? Okay. It's another screen. These are diabolical screens, and they're into the end zone. 7-7 will be the score. We're gonna drop people back into coverage, and I'm gonna have a QB spy. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We are not doing anything other than that. Guess pass. No way they run it here. Yeah, come on. Give me that. No. Oh my God. I should have just waited for the tackle instead of trying to intercept it. RPO read flat wheel. Remember previously, Skinner had some problems running this route. Let's see if we can get it done. I'm going to throw the drag. Touchdown, and that's going to be a tie football game. Let's go, baby. I'm going to try to get up a little bit closer. Maybe this is going to be an RPO. It's just a handoff, and they're into the end zone. Down by a score. Hopefully, the game gives me an opportunity to play some offense here. Give me halfback power O. Give me our guys against their guys. Let me get to the left side here. Yep. Oh my gosh. Go, go, go. It's a foot race. It's a foot race. It's a foot race. And Vi's going to win it. Bah! Tie football game, baby. I'm going to throw it to a left tackle right now. Lock in. Left tackle. Wide open. That's 71. That he could catch. 71 for the touchdown. Bang! I'm QB sneaking. I have no shame. Give me a Bryce rushing touchdown. One time for the one time. Get in there, Bryce. Bang. We'll see you later, NC State. 35-21 is going to be your final. I mean, look, they literally look like they just won the Super Bowl. We beat NC State. Now, I know no one thinks about playing UNLV whenever you go to the Mountain West. Texas 2-2 is just such a shame. Colorado State is undefeated currently. Boise State's 3-1. They are 2-0 in the Mountain West. UNLV feels like a trap game at UNLV, but how could I pass up playing at the blue turf? I mean, like, come on, bro. We're going to play against Boise State. And maybe I miscalculated here. We smoked UNLV 34-0. Very impressive performance from Bryce Baker. 13 of 16, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also ran it for 24, which isn't insane. Jamal Rousseau, kind of the lead back in this one. I wonder if something happened. I imagine Vi got hurt, but a great performance from the team overall. Defensively, we had to have gone and say we had 2 interceptions. Wow. How many sacks? Only 3 sacks as a team. 2 interceptions. A great game for the boys. This week is a big deal. We have Ron Schuler. We have a chance to sign these 5 stars, mind you. Ron Schuler is on a visit. Texas A&M is kind of chasing us down right now. And then we have Prince Ogbui. Bro, can we just get some normal names, please? Just like, can we get like Prince Stevens? Prince Johnson. Can we get something? You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. If this is your last name, I love you. It's a great name. I can't pronounce it. Lorenzo Riggins really, I mean, we don't really have any competition for these guys, especially the 2 right edges. I would love to get Ron Schuler, though. The battle of the 5-1 teams. We were able to win last week, which is phenomenal. I'm just obsessed with this team that we have. 24-6 was the score. We had 327 total yards of offense. Bryce Baker was phenomenal. 14 of 16, 198 QBR there. He also ran it for 31 yards, which is nothing to shake your fist at. Visatelli, not having the best year. Not running it for crazy yards, but Boise State, 4-2, still 3-0. We have Arkansas State still on our schedule, our old Conference USA friend. Here's the disappointing part. Since we didn't absolutely slaughter those boys, we are in a weird spot here for Ron Schuler. See, we do have a good lead, a solid lead, but we have 5 weeks to get him signed and for Texas A&M to not catch up to us, and that's scary to me. The good news is, if you see Texas down there, that was the team we needed to lock out. Thank God TCU kept them out of this race, because they would have gotten Ron Schuler, and then we still have a huge lead for Prince Obuga. I'm not even getting close to his name. That's beautiful. I have been absolutely selling here with Lorenzo Riggins. Need to make sure that I have him on primetime player, and then that should just about shore up his recruitment, other than the fact that Ohio State just got involved. So week 8, we definitely need to win. Fellas, we're kind of doing it. Are you kidding me? We beat the brakes off Colorado State 41-7. Bryce Baker, another masterclass. Actually didn't play as well this time. He ran it for 2 touchdowns, though. And our two-headed dragon, Jamal Rousseau and Visotelli. I mean, what a performance between the two of these guys. They split carries evenly. I just love this team. I hope we win the Natty. I would hate for the video to get done while we're in the Mountain West, but this is just one of the favorite teams I've ever built. And Texas A&M sneaking up on us. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. We're going to get into a recruiting battle with A&M. We're going to lose Ron Schuler. The good news is we are really far ahead for Prince, so we're probably going to land him. This one is scary. Lorenzo Riggins, we need a huge game against Wyoming this week. We need to beat the brakes off those fellas. We just barely slid past Wyoming. We had way more yards than they did. Bryce Baker, 253 passer rating, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 15 for 17. Absolute stud. He also ran it for a touchdown too. He might have a chance low-key. He has 3 interceptions. 2 of them are mine. My bad. One of the things I want to point out though, Boise State, a rivalry game for Montana State. Now, Boise State is in Idaho, so they're neighbors, but I love that that's in the game. This is so fun. This feels wrong. Boise State's an 81 overall. They are undefeated in the conference, but on paper, we are way better than they are. But look at the Boise State Bronco. Absolutely. In the blue field, I have yet to play a game on this blue field in college football 26. I have over 2,000 hours in this game, and I have yet to play a game on this blue field. So this is going to be an experience to say the least. And we get the ball to start. This feels like the most fitting way to play Boise State as Montana State, with Bryce Baker as my quarterback and a generated wide receiver changed into running back. First play of the game, he's got the edge and he's got a huge gain of 13 yards. Give me Taylor over the top, no Smiley. Just cross with Skinner there. Wow, that is a beautiful situation. Hey, he gave himself up. Referee, I need to see 45 yards. I know it's normally a 15-yard penalty. I want to see 45 on that one, respectfully. Yep, we're pulling that. Maybe should not have pulled that. Maybe should have handed that one off there. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, unfortunately. Here we go. Yep, there it is. Touchdown. It don't matter. Boise State's not in our league. I'm going to be honest. We need to be in the CFP. All right, give me Briscoe into the end zone. This is, okay, never mind. He's a route artist, but I guess he can't hear. Yep, there it is. Get in, step. That's a big boy play right there, baby. Satelli's got to give me something. Wait, he just activated, I'm not kidding. He just activated takeoff as a running back. Oh my gosh, it low-key works. I didn't know running backs had takeoff. He just activated takeoff and then blew into the end zone. 7 yards, immediately in. We already have the ball back. How did we get it back so fast? Our defense is kind of on one. It's check down Charlie. Go Skinner, go Skinner, go Skinner. Touchdown. Bang! This one's getting ugly fast. I'm not going to lie, I want Bryce to get this touchdown. I know he's vulturing. This definitely should be given to the running back, but he's the one who got us here. I guess it's not a vulture because he's the one that got us here. I'm trying to cheese Bryce to the Heisman. And you know what? I don't care. Touchdown, let's go, baby. Stepanovic might be the greatest to ever do it. Oh my gosh, what a route. Yeah, this one's over. And Boise State would bring it back a little bit, make it a respectable 45-21, but we were just too strong. I legitimately think this team could win the Natty as a Mountain West Conference team. We got a 5-star out of high school. Prince Ogbuehi. That's what I'm gonna go with. And we have been officially passed. I knew this was gonna happen with Ron. I knew Ron didn't rock with us like that though. I'm absolutely devastated, and here's why. Even if we won our conference championship with the Mountain West Conference, which I'm sure that we will. We're not even in the playoffs right now. We're not even in the play. Tulane is in the playoffs. Ain't no Tulane. Mind you, they could lose. Some stuff could happen. But if we win out, we are not in the playoffs as an 8-1 team. Well, we would be 11-1. Well, then 12-1. You get my point. So Texas is the number 4 team in the country because they're our only loss. We're number 11 currently. So no matter what, if we win our conference championship game, we should be in the playoffs, especially because we're playing number 18, San Diego State, which is a very good ranking for them. I've got to be honest with you though. I feel like if we don't win the Natty this year, it's going to to take us a long time because we basically have a superhuman playing quarterback for us. This is a once-in-a-lifetime team. Let's take a look at how the team has done this year. I thought we would have a top 5 offense. We don't, which is very surprising. It's a little bit above average for us. We are probably in the top 30%. What I'm curious about, though, is rushing yards per game where we're at. We are the #1 rushing yards per game team, and that checks out, especially because we're running the pistol 100%. Defensively, we have the #2 defense in the country, and defense isn't really our strong suit right now, so that is pretty impressive. I mean, Ole Miss, they have 16 yards better than we do, and we have 12 yards better than the next best team. That is ridiculous. Ole Miss's defense is Thanos. In terms of conversions, we're #1. Red zone efficiency, we're #3. Penalties, we're #1. Turnovers, we didn't force a lot of turnovers this year, it seems, because I know we didn't turn the ball over a lot. Wow, we actually have turned it over 10 times. 5 fumbles. Very interesting stats. Let's take a look at how the boys did individually, though. Bryce Baker, 2,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Those are not Heisman numbers, unfortunately. He ran it for 456 yards, 7 touchdowns. And between the two, we almost had 2 1,000-yard carriers of the football. I love to see the two-headed dragon that we've created. I feel like we're the Detroit Lions, but I don't want to see what happened against the Detroit Lions or against the 49ers for the Lions. I want to see us win the Natty, because if it doesn't happen now, it's going to be at least 2 years, if I had to guess. But before we win the Natty, let's at least secure promotion against San Diego State. And our first look is a 3rd and 5. Very surprising. I like to start off with a couple runs, start to get a feel for the game, but we're going to start off at a 5-wide set. Remember, the 5-wide set is beautiful for us because we spread out the defense and Bryce Baker can scramble. They're actually sending the blitz, and I'm going to take a shot early. That is so corny. Give me Bryce Baker. Oh, yeah, Skinner low-key. Touchdown, Montana State. We're going to take the lead 14-7. Mountain West accomplished. It took us 3 years to win the Conference USA, and by the time we got to the Mountain West, we were easily the best team in the conference. But now it's time for the Big 12 if we don't win the Natty with Bryce Baker right now. I mean, 20-17 isn't exactly the dominant victory that we would have liked to have put on here, but a win is a win is a win is a win. And after a monster season, they have us as the 10 seed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've gotten very lucky in the first round. We have to go play Duke, who is at 9-3 in the 7 seed, which is ridiculous. But then we got to go play Ohio State. That is not the team that I wanted to play. But then we have to play either Iowa, Texas, or Pittsburgh if we can get past Ohio State. And that feels pretty good to me. How is Tulsa the 9 seed? Just in case you didn't see that. But before we play any playoff games, this is my favorite part. What is Prince? He's an elite dev right edge. Impact for Lorenzo Riggins, but I'm happy with that, bro. That is incredible because Lorenzo will have a really high overall and Prince is going to be a stud. And I don't know if this is going to be a surprise to you, but we did not win the Heisman. Matt Outen did, though. I'm a big Matt Outen guy. Nathan Garvin is up to a 99 overall, by the way. I don't know if you can see that, but he got snubbed, and Tulane also didn't make the playoffs, which sucks for them. Also, the best we did for any award was 10th for the Outland, which is super disappointing because I thought the team was great. And we are better than Duke on paper, which feels so good. I think this should be an easy dub. I want to focus on Ohio State, and normally that winds up in us losing. But I can promise you that I will not be throwing this just so we can advance further in the conferences and do all the stuff and make it a more in-depth video. I'm trying to win right now. It's raining, which is perfect for us because we run the football around here. Oh my gosh. No one's on Satelli. Briscoe, I need you to take the safety over. No one's on Satelli. It's a free touchdown. It's a free touchdown on the first play of the game. They're not going to be able to catch him. There's no way that safety's fast enough. Satelli! These Duke cats just don't belong, I fear. Let's go tight end attack. I love the tight ends that we have on this team, specifically Skinner. Stepanovich, though, is... I mean, I'm just going to throw it to him. Why not? Whoosh, that's great defense. Yeah, I mean, you got to hand it to the cat. That was good defense. I've never heard that was good D in my life, but I'm happy for him, bro. Phenomenal. Oh, my gosh. Touchdown. See ya. Hey, we'll see you, Duke. It was an absolute pleasure. 33-0 is the final here, and the Blue Devils are obviously distraught and disappointed and a lot of D's. If we beat Ohio State, I think we win the Natty. I think that this next game is our national title. And on paper, we're only 1 overall point worse than Ohio State. It feels like a David versus Goliath situation, and I don't need to remind you how that story ended. Okay, our first look is going to be our defense needing our help, and this is actually critical here. If we get a good stop, this is the worst. You really don't want this whenever you're playing the moment, so I'm going to be honest with you. You want the ball first. You want to score, you want to have success. Them having the ball first and playing well out the gate is not ideal. They're going to be running it here. Can we get downhill? Easy wrap-up tackle. Absolutely. You love to see that. D'Angelo Maddox, that's a guy that we recruited. I mean, everyone here is a guy that we recruited, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, I think they're going to pass it here. 2nd and 10. It's a long ball. We're going to be able to get downhill, wrap up. Okay, 3rd and 8. If we could hold them to a field goal here, I would feel very positive. Roderick Jr. is going to be the user in this situation. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. He's going to check it down. Just wrap up. Just wrap up. 4th and 1. They're going to kick the field. That's what I'm talking about. That is an excellent defensive stand from us there. We bend. We don't break. He's going to make the field goal. Of course he is. He's one of the best kickers in the country. Ohio State kickers never miss field goals from there. 2nd and goal from 8 now. If I'm a gambling man, I'm gambling that they are throwing the rock here. It's 2nd and 8. Oh my gosh. They just scored. I'm going QB sneak. This is for the football game. If we get this QB sneak, go! Are you kidding me? Don't wake the baby. I'm telling you, if my beautiful fiance and her beautiful mother weren't asleep right across that wall, I'd be letting you have it right now, Ohio State. All right, I'm gonna do what must be done. 2nd and goal. Oh, I'm there. I was, in fact, not there. Ohio State gets in the end zone. Okay, give me counter alert flat. Landolt. Landolt looks so inconspicuous, bro. I know that cat has somebody's finance homework to be doing. Touchdown, Montana State, baby. Let's go. 2nd and 9. This has got to be a pass. I'm guessing pass. Please show me pass. Yup, I'm there, and I'm downhill. It didn't work, coach. Here we go. Run it again. Yep, this is great. This is great. Oh my gosh, wait a second. We might actually have him low-key. Yeah, boy. Well, Ohio State wins 29-21. Oh, my goodness, bro. All because I threw 1 interception at the beginning of the game. It was already cooked. It was a 50-50 coin flip. I threw a pick. It's over. Genuinely, Ohio State deserved to win the game. I'm not feeling some type of way about it. I knew we weren't good enough. So our end of the season ranking was number 10, which I feel like is high-key disrespectful after some of the games that we won and how far we took the actual national champion, The Ohio State University. They went on to defeat Pittsburgh and then beat Miami. Dude, we so win the Natty if we beat OSU, but I'll take this. This was a great year number 4. Moving on to year number 5. The moment of truth every year. Woo! Mr. Stepanovich, you want to go to the draft? Okay. All right, Stepanovich, enjoy getting drafted last. What are we doing, dude? The good news is that really helps our pro potential. We had Bryce Baker go in the first round. Caden Strayhorn go in the first round. Taylon Taylor went in the second round. This is great for the boys, and that's really going to help us attract more guys to our team. And we're still a 3-star school, so we still only have 900 hours to work with, but our school grades are pretty good. And as you can see, as I scroll through this, a lot of guys are not just open to coming to our school, but want to come to our school. And this is where the tide really starts to turn, because whenever we get in the Big 12, it's going to get even easier. And then in the Big 10, it's going to get even easier. And so we should win in the next year or two, I think. Okay, just my obligatory make sure that everyone on here is actually interested in us. It's week number 1. As you can see, no one's like super interested in us. So everyone on this list is interested, and I'm not cheating. Now, this isn't the absolute craziest recruiting class that we've ever had, but we signed a lot of 4-stars. We lost a lot of some weird flips here. I don't know where that came from. Especially not you, John Bohanna. I think he'll still be on our team, but he just won't develop. And that means we also lost Martin Tongues. So we don't have either of the quarterbacks that I thought I signed. John Bohanna is going to be our starter, but we are going to get to develop him because of a weird glitch. That's something. It doesn't matter. Regardless, let's take a look at the overall ranking. We were the number 16 team in the country in terms of recruits. I think next year we probably have the number 1 class if we don't win the Natty this year in the Big 12. And it's time for our next upgrade. Montana State will be moving to the Big 12, and this is going to be a fun one. I don't know how they fit into the Big 12. It looks like Arizona. Oh, no, Texas Tech was number 5. Okay, so Texas Tech represented the Big 12 last year. They were a 76 overall. I'm not laughing, bro. It's not funny. And after moving to the Big 12, we have 7 5-stars that are interested in joining our team. It's crazy how every year, like legitimately, you do scale up. This has been such a fun rebuild. I'm so glad I decided to do this. And looking at the schedule, it's honestly pretty easy out of conference. I'm not going to play any of our out-of-conference games, and then I'm going to assess who we should play in conference based off of how they're doing, but I think we should cakewalk the Big 12, to be honest. We're a 99 overall team. And so, I'm not just blowing smoke. For reference, Texas Tech's an 82, and then the next closest team right now is Arizona State. That's an 80, and then OSU is an 84. That's actually pretty good, but that's the next closest team. It's incredible to me. 35-23, we lost to Virginia. 351 1 total yards. I'm stunned. We're 0-1. John Bohanna has been moved into the starting lineup. Remember, it would have been phenomenal for us to get to develop him. I think that he might be the exact guy that we need after 44% completion percentage. It's mind-boggling to me. And I'm glad we figured that out early, but it's still not great. 33-9, the total here. At least John completed 64% of his passes. I still don't love it. He also ran it for 1.7 yards. Our offense is so suspect. We needed Bryce Baker, bro. I think I'm undervaluing how good Bryce Baker made this team, and I don't know if we can even afford to sim past Baylor. I think we play Baylor. I think we play BYU, and then I think we either play Kansas State or UCF, but I think we play Baylor in this one. I think Baylor typically is a good Big 12 team. I think it's a good time for us to go and right the ship. But the first moment I get is a 2nd and 4 at the 19. We're in the red zone here. We might just be able to run away with this one. Bohanna looks good. Remember, he's a transfer from the Ohio State University. Here we go. Let's take a look-see here. Yep, that's going to be a handoff, and that's going to be a touchdown. Wildcats, absolutely. Give me a little QB knee, and Montana State's going to walk away with a victory. We'll advance to 2-1. The Big 12's a little bit more of a challenge. Our main challenge is we used to have Bryce Baker, and now we don't have Bryce Baker, and that sucks because he was everything for this team. 2 years later, we're going up against one of our Conference USA opponents. Unfortunately, we have to sim past them because I really want to win the Big 12 this year. So we'd win 49-13, and this makes me feel like I really made the right choice in going with John Bohanna. Now, did he do anything crazy? No. But did he do anything stupid? Also no. Did he run it for 45 yards, 9 average? Yeah, and I love that. We ran the ball extremely well, and we may or may not have forced 5 interceptions. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was sweating this game against Kansas. At Kansas, it feels like a trap game. We put up 14 points in the 4th quarter to go ahead and win this one, and the reason why that's critical is, first off, they had a 92 overall quarterback. That's very good for them. But also John Bohanna, he's a runner. Let's be honest. That's what this guy does. You can see, and he didn't run it very well first off, but I think whenever he's in, since he's a dual threat guy instead of a pocket passer, I think that we run the ball a lot more, and so I think that that's what happened in this game, and I think that that's got to be our bread and butter. I think we have to run the rock, and we ran it 60 times against Kansas, and I'll take that. We have great running backs. So a little check-in with recruiting before Iowa State. We do have a lot of guys on visits this week. This is week 7, so you can see we had to visit week 6, but he's uncontested. This visit week 6 where we didn't pass Tennessee means that Deontay Mama is not going to be attending our team. I went after every guy that I could. I'm going to take him off the board because it's completely unnecessary to leave him there. The same situation here with our week 6 visit. It's a shame it didn't go well. This week 7 visit has to be incredible for Marquise Thurston. Terrence Moe is definitely going to be on our team, which is phenomenal. We're going to get a lot of these guys. I think we'll probably wind up with 4 out of these 6 dudes, which is incredible whenever you're talking about 5 stars. And as far as who we're going to play, I think we definitely made the right choice playing against Baylor, and then I think it's very clear that we should play BYU and K-State, and the rest of them we got to sim. And I can't lie to you, we won 41-15, but I am stressing every time I hit sim because we just can't throw the ball. John Bohanna had a great game, honestly, 14 of 19, 141 yards, 4 touchdowns, but I am way happier to see that we're running the ball well, and no, Dylan Gaskin's hurt. Dylan Gaskin being hurt that's not good. Now that's our best player. Okay, he only has a broken thumb, and then Jeff Landholt will be back as well. Okay, so we're missing 2 of our dogs. The good news is we're playing against BYU, so we can step in and make sure that we don't lose. We have a wonderful opportunity here. First quarter drive. This is always my favorite whenever we get the ball first. So hopefully we can go down the field, get an easy score, and set us up to walk past these cats the rest of the way through. No, the other passes during this rebuild are not, no, they don't count. But you know it does count. 6 points after that one, baby. You know what I'm saying? So the score's now 14-10. 3rd and 5 for us. A score here will make this a lot easier for us. I don't think they have any safety help if we get Mon to just go up the seam there. In fact, I'm pretty confident they don't have any safety help. There it is. Easy pass, easy score. And that's going to be a 10-point lead for the boys. I need check down Charlie to check in with me. Here we go. Can Lemons get open in one-on-one coverage? I'm not sure he has the capabilities to. I'm just going to throw this one up to him. Sure. Yeah, just turn around, grab it, hold on to it. It's easy. 18-point lead. To the red zone here. Ball at the 13, 1st and 10. I'm going to audible out of this because they have the box loaded. Word to my ex. Here we go. Oh, that's easy. Oh, that's easy. And he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's over. It was an absolute pleasure, BYU. And 41-10 would be your final. We scored 38 points in the first 2 quarters. Pretty good showing from the boys, I'd say. I think this team could low-key win a natty. And after that big win, Terrence Moe commits to the boys. But Stanford has passed us for Melvin Hyman, and I expected that, to be honest. And Arkansas State looks a little bit scary at 5-2, undefeated in the Sun Belt right now. But more than that, we added 2 more recruits to the board, Treo King and Tyler McDougal, excuse me. We have 3 guys landed now, all 5 stars. We're going to get Gordon Cheeks for sure. And it looks like Melvin Hyman wants to go to Stanford. We're going to let him. So we are going to land 4 5 stars out of high school this year, which is pretty good for Montana State. But even better is the fact that we're 7-1 and we beat Cincinnati 28-10. Here is what happened. 392 yards out of us. We held them to 212. We've been getting so many interceptions. My favorite thing about John Bohanna is he just doesn't turn the ball over. He runs it well. He had 2 touchdowns in this one. I love that he doesn't turn the ball over and that his name isn't Stephen Funk. Mind you, Stephen Funk led us to a loss to a 3-5 Virginia. Just let that sink in. And now we've added Gordon Cheeks to our roster, so that's the rest of recruiting for the year. And I was pretty worried about the Arkansas State one because they were 5-2, but we take care of business 28-14. We scored 14 points in the 4th quarter to ensure that we got that dub. They had more yards than we did. We ran it 46 times. And as soon as I say that John Bohanna doesn't turn the ball over, he proves me right. 270 yards, 1 touchdown, 16-25. He's not a world beater or anything, but he runs it 10 times for a touchdown. I love that for him. And we still don't have our number 1 guy back. I think we have him back this week, and that's really important because we've got a 7-1 K-State. The fact they're not ranked is insane, but they're only 4th in our conference. West Virginia's also 8-1, and TCU is 7-1. So we need to make sure that we win this game to maintain our spot at the top, because otherwise it could be TCU versus West Virginia in the conference championship game. K-State's a 71 overall. But even though they're stinky on paper, our first look is a 3rd down, and they're in our territory. Coach wants to send the blitz. If there's any blitz I'm going to send, it's going to be the nickel double mug mid blitz, because I'm not too good to run it. I'm actually going to audible out of it because I think that they're going to pass it, and I'm even going to double down and guess pass. 3rd and 6. If we get the stop here, I think that it doesn't matter what I think because they have the ball at the 7 now. And with our superstar running back back, they're giving us a chance to have the first drive of the game. Absolutely. Here we go. Going to hand it. Oh my gosh, that's a massive hole. Oh my gosh, there it is. Go Gaskin. His first play back from the broken thumb. Can he go? 80 yards. End zone. Tyree up the seam for 6. Yep, there he is. Touchdown. Let's go, baby. This one's probably over. Maybe we'll have another moment, but it's not looking good for the K-State boys. Give me the land ball. Oh, yeah, that post is about to feed families. The post is feeding families. The post is feeding families. It's just the easiest read ever. Landolt's going to walk into the end zone, set the ball down, and tell K-State to go back to Manhattan where they belong. I think maybe I can get a read here. We're going to hand it off. What are they? How did that guy not tackle him? Okay, the clock is ticking down. We have Santiago Clapp ready to step up and drill this one for us. 10 seconds, 9, 8, bang, bop, bow. K-State, it was an absolute pleasure. Okay, and that's going to do it for the games that we can play. Now we have to get past UCF and Arizona. I think we can, and we'll be 11-1, win another conference championship. Then we can move up to the Big Ten. If we have to, hopefully we can win the Natty this year. But I'm going to sim to week 15, and we're going to find out together. Montana State's getting the respect it deserves, baby. 11-1, 8-0, number 3 in the country. It seems like the voters we have a Wildcat matchup. We already beat K-State once. It was at home. This will be a neutral site, but the voters have all but forgotten the fact that we lost to a 4-8 Virginia team. BYU finished 6-6. Louisiana Tech finishes 9-3. I mean, we're just having a lot of mid-offs. In terms of conference standings, K-State 6-2. I mean, the whole conference is so bad. We should have stayed in the Mountain West. But in fairness, we did barely beat Arizona 21-14. So they had 438 more yards than we did. So I don't know what I'm sitting here laughing about, to be completely honest with you. And before conference championships, if the CFP was played today, we would be playing the winner of Alabama and Iowa. And Appalachian State would be playing Georgia if they could get past Nebraska. So this is a very tough CFP, I'm not going to lie. We keep getting these tough starts, bro. 3rd and 7. I think what makes K-State so dangerous is Etienne there. He clearly is a star. Oh, I'm messing up. Am I there? Am I fast enough? I'm not. Hit him hard. Oh, yeah, just get to the outside. Gaskin into the end zone, and he's doing his little dancey dance on him. 7-3. Satali is completely uncovered, so that is a free touchdown. Absolutely. I love whenever coverage breaks down in this game because you get cheesed so much, but then you get to cheese them back. Okay, give me the lemons on a little slant and give me Landolt over the middle. Give me Landolt. It was always Landolt. Touchdown. That should do it. I don't see K-State scoring on our defense. We're just too good. Little Dan Orlovsky for you, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Give me lemons deep. Oh, it was always lemons deep. That's a green bean, too. It was always lemons. Lemons. Lemons off to the races. Bye. Yeah, okay, 28-3. No team has ever lost 28-3. I'm going to close my eyes and sim to the end. Now, I'm sure nothing bad is happening, as there has never been anything bad that's ever happened. 28-3. I'll never know because my eyes are closed. Okay, I'm opening up now. Did we win? 35-3. Wow. That seems exactly like what should happen whenever a team's up by, 25 points. They should just pile on and then hold the other team. GG's, Big 12, check it off. We're keeping it pushing. And with that win, we earned the 2 seed. That makes me, bro, I don't think we've been the #1 team in the country yet. So that would make us the #1 team in the country if we win the Natty. That's literally the only chance that we have. Avery Dillard is your Heisman winner from Stanford. Stanford stole one of our recruits this year, so I'm not happy about it. George Elling, strong side linebacker. George Elling has 8 interceptions. So here is the official bracket. Wow, we got hosed. That is horrible for us. Okay, Texas #1 team in the country. They're going to be playing Michigan versus Miami. Alabama, Washington will take on Iowa. Unfortunately for us, we have to take on the winner of Auburn or Georgia. Guess who that's going to be? And we're playing in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, which happens to be in Schlatlana. Stanford at the top gets to take on Nebraska or Boise State. What a privilege it is to be the 2 seed. Bang! Listen, I shouldn't be celebrating because we're playing a lesser team, but bang! Give me Auburn every day of the week. And Washington took down Alabama. Oh my goodness. This is a very friendly bracket now. The only thing that we have to worry about is Miami or Texas, but I feel very confident that we could take down Texas. They don't really worry me in this game. So we just need to get past Auburn. They beat the brakes off of Georgia. Goodness gracious. I'm imagining Auburn has some dog QB. They always do. Iowa, Washington doesn't scare me. If we win this one, I think we go to the Natty at the very least. And Auburn's only an 89 overall on paper. And I know that doesn't mean that much, but it's interesting to note. And we've been blessed. Big first quarter. Take the lead. This is always the best situation for us. If we can go down here and score and set the tone early, that's beautiful for us. But it looks like Auburn has 3 dogs in this front 8 here. Give me Landolt on a 5-yard out. I don't want him to go that deep. Here we go. Oh, yeah. It's Landolt. Oh, no. Oh, no. Landolt, please tell me you're faster than him. Landolt, this can't happen. I said that running that RPO makes me nervous because of that exact situation. That was user error, though. That's on me. It's starting, but it's okay. We can put a stop to it. We just need to play well here. We just need to do something great. Maybe we could get an interception. Maybe we could do something. Okay, he's just going to hand it off. And by he's just going to hand it off, I mean he's going to run to the end zone. We can get this done. We don't need to worry. We need to just execute. Who am I saying this to? I'm saying this to myself. We got him. Bang. Let's go. We're right back in it. Give me Mon. Yep. Get in. Let's go, baby. It's a 1-score game. Come on, fellas. Definitely got to be a pass. Here we go. Oh, he hands it off. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. No. Come on, Bohanna. Get in there for me, baby. Bang. They give it to us. Okay, imagine we get in here and then somehow we get the onside kick. Wow, 32 seconds. It would be absolute cinema if we got this onside kick. You can do it. Hey, maybe next year, right? 34-28 is your final. The Auburn Tigers are going to advance to the semifinals. So we finished as the 5th best team in the country. And Stanford is who Auburn had to play in the national championship game. We would have been gifted a natty. I can't believe it. And we're losing a lot of our best guys, but to be honest, we're moving to the Big 10 and we're already in the Big 12. So I think that a lot of our guys, or a lot of the best guys in college football, are going to want to come to our team anyway. So I'm not really worried about replacing these dudes. And this is what I was a little bit afraid of. We only have 28 guys on our board because a lot of people aren't interested in coming to our team, but I'm showing you as per usual so you know that I'm not cheating. And when it was all said and done, we were only able to get 23 out of those 28 guys. And unfortunately, that's only going to give us the 4th best class in the country. We are really running into problems with people not wanting to be on our team. Like, I literally, last guy on the board, Joey Estandia, I had to find. Hopefully he has a good dev trait. He's a normal dev. Okay, so the team is so bad that I've decided that we're going to have to take the manual XP progression penalty, that 25% that I mentioned, and I'm going to have to go through and manually upgrade the entire team. So here's me turning it off and admitting that I'm doing it. All right, I had to tap out. I was dying. The boys are real good, but also we got a 78 overall quarterback. Now, he has a lot of room to grow. I'm not going to lie. He actually has really good skill caps. Problem is he has 64 awareness. Not all here, unfortunately. So we'll see how we do in sim, especially because we're moving up to the Big Ten. It's so crazy to me that we've had one stop at the Big 12, one stop at the Mountain West, and we're already in the Big Ten after spending 3 years in the Conference USA. Who knew Conference USA was going to be such a tough place to play? But now here we go. We are in the Big Ten. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. This team would be so memey if we won because we have a left tackle here, which is great. At our guard positions, we have defensive tackles having to come over and help out because we just don't have enough guys. People just aren't wanting to come to the team, and hopefully being in the Big Ten, that'll help. But then you see our edges, and we're actually insane. 93 overall. On this side, 90 overall, and then you go to defensive tackle, 90 overall. Keeping it pushing, 99 overall, 96 overall, 95 overall. It makes no sense almost, but it does. And then at corner, we're not as strong as we could be. We're not bad by any means, but we're not insane. So we have some big position groups where we're like literally the greatest to ever do it. And then we have some position groups where we are horrible. The team is up to a 3.5 star though. So, and our grades are incredible, especially because we're in an A conference now. So just so you can see the rankings, the Big Ten is technically the 3rd best team. And I wasn't going to go to the independents because there's no conference championship game. So it doesn't make any sense. But what we're here for is to see how many 5 stars want to come out to Montana. Okay. Antonio Yusuf, this guy is a 5-star that is 1st overall for us. That is insane. Oh my goodness. All of the 5 stars are open to us. It looks fantastic. We have 5 stars that want to come to our school, which is pretty good. And we've been blessed with this schedule. We only have Michigan, Iowa, US. Okay. We do have Ohio State. But I think Iowa will probably fall off. We'll take on Michigan, USC, and Ohio State, and hopefully we can get to the Big Ten championship game. I don't know if we should keep going, though, geographically. And look, I know it's FCS East, but this is a big moment of truth for us because we've had guys whose names rhymed with Peffin Dunk that have literally terrorized this team. So we need good quarterback play. That is obvious. Hopefully we get it here. Okay, 42-20 is a little concerning to me. Not gonna lie. But what makes me feel good is we only threw it 12 times. And if we can keep the ball in Jimmy Kraft, who's 93 overall, then we're gonna be A-okay. Tyler McDougal also played well. That's our freshman, true freshman. 56 yards and a touchdown. And then Joey himself is a pretty good runner with the ball. 2 touchdowns. All right, this is dope. And Northern Illinois was our first real test because they're an actual team. And we passed 44-6 is phenomenal. Joey Estandia is having a year already. 2 touchdowns, 12 for 18. Jimmy Kraft ran it for 180 on incredible efficiency. We have a 2-headed dragon here. So like Jimmy, right, has 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 97 carrying, 92 break tackle, 94 change of direction. And then you're like, wow, that's really good. DeAndre's got 98 speed. Our team is insane this year, especially on the defensive side of the ball. All we need to do is not create turnovers or turn the ball over. But look at how insane our combined opponent record is right now. 19-3. That's actually wild. And I'm glad we're able to consistently sim past teams like Louisiana Tech. They scored 14 points in the 4th quarter, so this isn't super concerning to me, especially because Joey Estandia had a day. 75% completion, 4 touchdowns, 263 yards. Go ahead then, Joey. I think this team could do it with a 70. I've never won a natty with a 78 overall quarterback. And after our first Big Ten test, an undefeated State University of New Jersey, Rutgers, I'm feeling real good. 593 yards. Joey Estandia is having a masterclass. 4 touchdowns, 13-17. He's like the perfect fit for this offense. 243 yards. Jimbo. He averaged 12.8. I've never seen anything like this. Oh my gosh, we're so good. And it does look like we're going to have to make a decision. Definitely going to have to play USC because that's at USC. The good news is these other games are at home for us. UCLA's a little bit of a trap game. They're undefeated. So these are the teams we need to be on the lookout for. Obviously, Ohio State is Ohio State, but UCLA here as a 79 overall is undefeated. Now, maybe they haven't played anyone. Let's look at the schedule. They haven't. We are their first test, so I'm happy simming past it, but I feel like on the road in Los Angeles, this could could be a huge issue for us. But I tell you what, baby, I'm happy to be wrong. 24-10, the defense came through. 302 yards. Did we turn the ball over at all? Joey did have one interception. That's his first interception of the year. And you know what? I'm not mad at it because at 6-0, we've got Michigan at home. I don't know how we got so lucky, but I tell you what, if we win this game, we're going to sign a couple 5-stars, and I think it puts us in a very good spot to win the Big Ten. Michigan is a 96 overall, and I'm going to throw on the iced out jerseys for this one. And we've been blessed as long as I don't throw it to the other team. Hunter, we're in the white. We're in the white. All right, I'm locked in. Estandia leading the troops as a 70 overall. Okay. Steps in. I love that we have two different running backs that are both dogs, so you can just keep interchanging them and then getting incredible results like this. Make a move. Ah! Go! 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 What a statement! These Montana State Cats are not here to play around, Michigan. We're here to take over, baby. Okay, but we were able to get these Cats into a 3rd and goal situation. We're running our cover 3 out of nickel double mug. Let's see if we've got him here. I'm all over it. Bounce that. Oh my gosh, no! Not the tipped ball into the Michigan hands. That's going to give them the lead 14-10. Okay, but we've got the ball on the 1 all of a sudden. I mean, we're right there. This is Michigan. I should be QB sneaking. Run, run, run. You're faster than he is. Let's go! 16-14. That could have been so much easier, but I tell you what, it was definitely electric this way. All right, we're going to have to really make a play here. Oh, brother. Just let him score. 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 In the arms of the angels, I sold the game. Yeah, so not only did we lose, but we also lost 2 recruits because of that, so that's great. Well, it's going to be 3 with Keenan Poe as well, so tough scenes. But we got a big bounce-back win against Minnesota. We have Iowa here this week. We're going to have to save up, though, so we can play USC and Ohio State, so hopefully we can slide past Iowa. We do have Mick Cloud, their old head coach. We got a 5-star. I didn't think we were going to get anyone after losing. Sean Hepburn decides to join the team. Absolutely. Appreciate you, baby. We beat Iowa. We could be undefeated if I didn't have the worst sell job of all time. That's on me. I should have just ran the ball. We beat Iowa 21-17. And now USC and Ohio State both have a couple of losses. Feeling pretty good right now. Bro, I told you. UCLA was always a trap game. I don't know how we got out of there alive. USC's been having a tough year. 5-3. 1-3 in conference play, but they're still a 95 overall, and we got to respect them. Okay, but we have a big 3rd down as our first play. Wow, this stands. Okay, I'm going to roll with cover 3 drop. We seem to do pretty good in cover 3 drop, which makes me happy. I'm assuming they're going to throw it. It's USC. It's an air raid offense. I'm there. I'm all over that. I'm all over that. He can't get it out. We get the stop. That's so big to get a defensive stop in your first moment. We live and die by the run, fellas. We live and die by the run, and I'll take it. Easy points, 10-0. Santiago Clapp is about to make it clap back. Nope, can't say that. 13-0. Okay, 2nd and goal from the 11. I think they're going to throw it here. I know I'm a genius. I can't believe it either. I would love to see like a bubble happen and get a little interception. I'm there. I'm on that. I'm on that. I'm on that. We're pushing him in. 59 is... Ooh. Why would you push him into the end zone? Maybe it's me. It's definitely me. Every time I say I'm just going to run the ball, the next play, I'm throwing it to the other team. And we're now number 14 in the country. But the good news is we have Ohio State, who is now unranked after 3 straight losses. That is actually horrific news. That's the worst news possible. Our conference is in shambles. Everyone's beating everybody. Washington's the number 1 team in the country. But then everyone else just started beating everyone else. So hopefully if we beat Ohio State, they bump us up, but it's not looking good. We've received another blessing. Big first quarter drive. Take the lead. I need to figure out a defensive set that works. I guess I could just rip. They might have patched the nickel double mug gimmick. Okay, 2nd and 10. I'm not just going to let them punt it. That's the dumbest thing ever. This is my drive. They get me the moment. I'm using it. Okay, this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! No! Oh, brother. I'm crumbling in front of our very eyes. I've never played this bad in my entire life. Okay, let's go counter alert flat. Let's just try not to throw it to the other team here, as that has happened in the past. Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. Get in. Get in. Let's go, baby. We're right back in it. Oh, my gosh, we just got an interception. It was 2nd and 15. I didn't think anything crazy was going to happen. But just like that, we're right back in the game. Oh, we needed that That's so bad. Praise be to the Lord Jesus Christ, baby. Let's go. Okay, guess pass. Come on, fellas. We can do this. We can do this. This is huge. All good. Still the third quarter. We can come back still. All right. It was a good game. Ohio State just gets the better of us. We're in the Big Ten, and it's showing. I lost all 3 games that I played. We have fallen to number 25 in the country. We need a better line. Our running backs are great, and we need a better quarterback whenever we go to the portal this year. Big opportunity in the Cheez-It Bowl for the bowl. We lost our quarterback, Antonio Yusuf, to Tulane, so all we have is Sean Hepburn, but he is an elite dev. That a little silver lining. And it was Washington who would beat Alabama, and that's kind of funny if you know the lore there. USC made it all the way to the semifinals after beating us. They were a 9-3 team that made it all the way to the semifinals, which hurts me a little bit. That could have been us. That should have been us, man. Michigan didn't even make it to the playoffs. It was a weird year. We won our bowl game, but let's just get to the meat and potatoes. Our 91 overall punter is leaving because of championship contender. We needed A- for our punter to want to be on the team. Calvin came back. Absolutely, Nico, you can't do this to me. Nico's back. Wow, it's incredible how gaslighting people just seems to work. Come on, J.R. Sowles. He doesn't want to come back because of playing style, and then playing time for Terrence Moe. All right, not bad. We do lose a lot of our guys, but a lot of them are getting drafted, so hopefully it'll be able to draw some more guys to our team. Okay, we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. Say it with me. We need a quarterback. Oh, Glenn Roth. I don't know if a pocket passer fits our mold. We've had a 90 overall pocket passer not be able to get it done for us. If he's fast, maybe it'll make sense. I mean, he threw 8 interceptions last year. I don't know if Glenn fits the mold, but I'll take whoever we can get. We have a major issue. If I go to top prospects here, you'll notice that the only guys that are interested that are linemen and coming to our team are 2 stars. Center, that's the case. Guard, we have one guy that's a 4-star who's interested. Nobody else wants to come to our team other than 2 stars. And then at tackle, same situation. It's just 2 stars. We're actually cooked. Now, I'm not going to lie. We lost a lot of our top side talent, but we did get Devontae Pede, who is a sophomore QB, impact dev for Johnny Willies. These guys are both guys that could come in and absolutely dominate for us at quarterback. I didn't go after the number 5 QB because he was a pocket passer, and I don't think that works with the pistol. So I kind of just went after the guys that I thought would be the best for our system. Wow, we actually lost. We lost a 2-star recruit. That's incredible. I had to backfill with a lot of 2 stars, so you'll see that reflected in our class. We had the 11th best class. We just needed bodies, bro. We keep losing so many dudes that I don't know how it's gonna go. In terms of position changes here, you can see the top side of this team is still very good. I'm going to manually develop them again because I think that it's actually critical that I do that, especially whenever you have a guy like Johnny Willies here who already has 92 speed, and I'm about to do as many cheesy things that I can. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be position changes back and forth. I don't care. Whenever you look at our schedule here, we've only got Auburn and Oregon and Michigan and Washington and Penn State and Indiana. So as you can see, I filled out the board with 35 guys this year. I'm not obsessed with any of them. We only have 2 guys that are 5 stars that are interested, and then I filled out the rest with 4 stars. Literally no linemen want to come and play. I'm talking like even 3 stars out of high school are like not interested. So I'm just going to throw as many hours on as many of these guys like Peter Casey as I possibly can and hope we can just have a offensive line. If we don't win it this year, I genuinely don't know who's going to play offensive line for us. I might have to go out there, coach. We might need to get me a jersey and helmet. And after losing to Auburn in the playoffs, we finally have our opportunity to get our get back. Mind you, we have the best team we've ever had, and I just really want to see if this line can hold up here. Oh my God, it literally doesn't even matter. We don't even need a line. Whatever his name is, into the end zone. Let's go, baby. Little stick work. We do this all the time. It's in the arsenal. Oh my gosh, does he have 63 in him? Oh my goodness! Now I want to point something out to you here. Shockey has 99 speed, so always be on the lookout for Shockey downfield. He's dangerous. You open your mouth, you mention his name, and he shows up. Bang! 17-13. Massive moment in this game here. 3rd and 2. We're up by 3. This is a win we need. I know it's an out-of-conference win, so it's not like the most important thing ever. But that is going to be Shockey down the sideline. There's no way anyone's catching him. 10-point lead over number 4 Auburn. We need this win to set the tone for our season. And then I know we have so many Big Ten opponents, but I just didn't want to start off 0-1. Game on the line. This should be light work. We've made a million of these. Honestly, I'm grateful to the game for giving me this moment. Bang! Oh my goodness, a field goal wins it. as time expires, Montana State showing that they're one of the best teams in college football, period. But we're just getting started. We've got a game against Oregon here, and then we have Michigan and Washington. We need to make a decision on who we're going to play, Michigan or Washington. I guess this would be a game time decision because we have to play against Oregon. They always have the best recruits. Okay, but big third down, make the stop is the first look that we're going to get. They have 3 wide receivers. Kind of crazy that we know what formation they're going to be in. And I'm going to go back to the man coverage nickel double mug. Basically what I'm doing is I'm running nickel double mug, and then I have Matlock as like, basically I'm playing safety with him. Unless the running back does that. Oh, we got the sack anyways. It doesn't matter. We're going to get off the field. Okay, here we go. I would love to score here. Give me gold. Oh my gosh. We got him. Shockey is the best wide receiver in college football. 99 speed. 6 points or 6 points or 6 points or 6 points. Okay, give me play action boot to the left. I love this. Give me Ludwig in the end zone. I'm not talking Agron. Oh, yep. And we're rolling. And we're rolling. And I'm seeing a lot of green grass. Willies! Touchdown, Montana State, baby. Here we go. Oh my gosh, it was always shocking. That's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. I took my own advice. 31-17 is the final. Absolutely. Oregon goes down in Montana, and Johnny Willies has been the savior of this program. So we've already burned through 2 of our games that we can play, and we have a very hard Big Ten schedule. We've beaten Auburn, we've beaten Oregon, and that feels good. FCS Midwest is the first time we've simmed, and the team played exceptionally well. Johnny Willies, 13 of 19. We need highly efficient passers, but he also runs the ball well, and obviously so does the rest of our team. But that's one of the things I really want to touch on with Johnny Willies is how effective he is at all of the different things that we need him to do. He's 6 foot, he's 195 pounds, so he's not like the biggest guy, but he has all of the skills that we need. 96 throw power. Remember, he has that 92 speed. This guy is a stud for us. The tough question here is, though, do we play Michigan? Do we play Washington? Do we play Penn State? Do we play Indiana? I just don't see a world where I make the right choice, so we just need to make a choice to commit to it. I'm thinking at Washington. They won the Natty last year. They're number 2 in the country, and it's a road game, so I think that we have to sim against Michigan at home. So this was our big first test at Iowa. Tough place to play. We had 345 yards. They had more offense than we did, but we won the game. Evan Brown at 86 overall. Okay. Johnny Willie's a masterclass. 3 touchdowns, 183 yards. We ran it well. DeAndre's got to do a little bit more for us, I'll be honest. I don't love to see that out of him. He can't be average at 5.4 and we expect to win a natty. And I know that's crazy to say. Now, Michigan did lose another game, so I think simming past them is going to be totally fine. Washington concern. I'm going with Washington. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. 45-14. These Michigan Cats are sorry. Oh my gosh. They had 198 yards of total offense. We forced 3 turnovers. Marquis Ali is a 69 overall. Oh, wow. Jeremiah Fasano. That cat was on my team at one point. That was my quarterback. Unfortunately for them, their season is over because he's hurt, and they're starting a 69 overall. Tough to go against a Johnny Willie's masterclass. 11 for 15, 3 touchdowns. And then we ran the ball exceptionally well. DeAndre didn't run it well, but Tyler McDougal gets in there and gets us some good reps. So here's the Big Ten right now. Washington Washington lost to UCLA. I think we can sim past them. They're 94. That is, I don't think we can sim past them. I think that home field advantage plays a huge part in us beating Penn State, and Washington's better than Penn State on paper, and Indiana's only an 88, so I think that we make the right choice playing Washington. All right, folks, we are better than Washington on paper. This is a fun matchup, bro. I feel like Montana State would be the perfect school to kind of bridge the gap between the Big Ten. You know what I mean? We have the whole West Coast, and then you bring them in, right? We bring Boise State in, we bring Montana State in, we bring North Dakota State in, and we just run the whole gauntlet, right? We just make a big L out of the United States. Third down alert, take control, keep the drive alive. Mixed signals, I guess. Shockey is in press man with a guy who does not have a star underneath his feet. I'm worried for that cat, I'll be honest with you, but I'm going to take the check down here. We'll take the first down. I don't want to be greedy. And here we go. Oh, yeah. Easy. Light work. It's Shockey. It was always Shockey. All right, red zone alert again. I'm going back to the read option. All right, here we go. Yep, pull that. Oh, yeah, Willie's into the end zone. That should do it. And that'll do it. 27-13 will be your final. Lincoln Riley of Washington, bro. Lincoln Riley is so good in this game. I don't understand why. No matter where he goes, they get insanely good. He always wins a natty. But he can't be Montana State. I guess he has the yips against us. That's our third game and final game that we can hop into until the postseason, though. A very long time. All comes down to this sim. Will we come out the other side of this at least 10-2 with an opportunity to win the Big Ten championship game? You gotta hope, you gotta pray. Here we go. We used to pray for times like this. 11-1, second in the Big Ten, and we've got Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. Fellas, this is it. Let's take a look at the schedule and see how we did. Wow, Oregon finished 8-4, Auburn 6-6. Those went from really good wins to like, we lost to Minnesota. We're Penn State's only loss. We doubled their score and we lost to Minnesota. How funny is that? I don't care. I want this first round bye. Let's go beat Ohio State. The Ohio State is a 99 overall, so this is going to be an absolute dogfight. This would be the only conference championship that we need, though. I mean, I guess in theory we could move up to the ACC or the SEC, but I think the only reason why we're an A is because there's 25 teams in the Big Ten at this point. And we've been given a blessing, baby. Big first quarter drive. Take the lead. My concern is this Ohio State defense versus our very mid offensive line. We got to cut that up. Easy gain of 9 yards there. Come on. Yep, roll. Get in! Bang! If we could hold them here to a field goal, I feel very good about our chances in this one. I'm on 7. We blitzed, they threw a screen, they scored. Carmona, give me a little out. Let's see if Stanford gets open immediately. He's not going to. And we're going to use the legs! Second touchdown of the game. It's Willie's showing the Big Ten that Montana State means business this year. When you audible into cover 3, you get some good stuff. I'm there. I'm on that. Oh, no. Get downhill. Big dive. Oh, my gosh. I spoke too soon. Okay, red zone alert. First and goal from the 8. They want to run play action boot. I do not want to do that. I don't want to give anyone from Ohio State any amount of significant time to get into our backfield because it's just not going to go very well for us. But that is going to go very well for us. Ludwig into the end zone. 9-point lead. Montana State jumps out in front by a lot. I think that's the football game. Oh my gosh. We just won. They have 1 timeout left. We just won. Especially if we walk into the end zone there. 14-point lead. That should do it. Your final, ladies and gentlemen. Montana State have worked from the Conference USA all the way up to the Big Ten and now beaten the Ohio State University as the road team in the Big Ten championship game. Now all that there is left to do is win that natty. After that big win, we did get the first round bye. We are the 3 seed. Unfortunately, we are on the same side as Georgia. Fortunately, though, we'll have to play Penn State or Nebraska. The top side, Ohio State's going to be playing Central Michigan. It would be so electric if the Chippewas beat Ohio State. The top side of the bracket looks a lot harder than the bottom side of the bracket. Hopefully Washington beats Georgia and we just have to beat them again. What a weird first round. It was always Nebraska, I fear. So we're going to be playing number 11 Nebraska. Houston defeated Washington, the defending national champions, to take on Georgia. So I'm assuming we're going to be playing Georgia. Regardless, Ohio State beats the Chippewas, so kind of some wind out of our sails there, but go and take on Nebraska. But Nebraska is nothing to shake your fist at. 95 overall. We got to take these cats seriously. We've been blessed with a first quarter drive though, baby. Here we go. You know we got to start off with a run. Okay, the left side of their defensive line is their strength, and it looks like our left guard has become a star all of a sudden. Good for him, Metropolis. Oh my gosh, he's there again! Ludwig! Now, I mean, does it not make sense for him to be able to cap it off and hit his little dancey dance, a little gritty? Okay, then. Come on. Yep, they're running it. Oh! That was on me. I should have stayed in my hole. Okay, second and goal at the 6. I'm going to bring our corner help over. It's just not going to be there fast enough. Nebraska takes the lead. 3rd and 4. We have press man on Shockey. That's always good for the boys. Here we go. Come on. It was always Shockey! Bang! Hey, I'm going to take anything I can get. Shockey one-on-one covers. We're throwing that every time. Here we go. Come on. Give me a pick 6. No! They're going to score a touchdown. I would have loved to have held them there. I don't want to hand it off to the right side of that line. I'm seeing a lot of stars there. And he's going to... Wow! Oh, my gosh. I didn't realize we had that in our bag. And that's going to go back to being a 4-point ball game. Okay, our defense needs our help. Oh, brother. Come on, fellas. Need a big stop here. Need a gift. Need a gift. They just ran it in. For the game, it was always Willie's. Why did he go? We did it! The comeback is on! Praise be to the Lord Jesus Christ! Bang! Oh my goodness! Down by 10, less than a minute, or however many, less than 2 minutes, down by 10, and Montana State's gonna win the football game. Bang! The gauntlet's just getting started, though. We got Georgia in the Rose Bowl. The good news is Ole Miss beat Miami. The bad news is Oklahoma beat Ohio State, so we're gonna have to play a team that we haven't beaten. Houston almost beat Georgia, so maybe this Georgia team bleeds. They are a crisp 99 overall, though, so hopefully we can get this going early. Wow, already I have the ball at the 3-yard line. The Lord is taking care of us today. He's seen how much work we put into this, baby. Here we go. Easy handoff, slide into the end zone. We walk in, take the lead over Georgia. But listen, it's just one play. Gotta stay consistent here. Okay, here we go. 2nd and goal at the 9. We need a big play. This might be an RPO for an interception. Oh my goodness, this would be such a gift. It's not. I'm there, though. I'm, in fact, not there, though, on the other side. I think they've got to be running it, right? There's no way this is a pass. No, I had him! Oh, I had him, and I ran the wrong way. We could probably get into the end zone here because you never really know what we're going to do. Kind of an unpredictable team. Into the end zone. We'll take the points. Oh, my gosh. Ball at the 1. It's a gift. Praise the Lord. I tried to make a pre-read, and I butchered it, but ball at the 1 here. We will happily take this. An easy touchdown on a QB sneak. We're going to take the lead by 4. Okay, 2nd and 8. I'm assuming that they're going to be passing it, so I'm going to guess pass. Come on. Just give me an interception. Let's just change this game here. He's going to run it. Hit him. He runs over our defensive tackle and is going to score. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Green bean. No! Oh my gosh! How? Oh, brother. Oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. How did we miss? I was about to go full Tebow. You will never see a team that will work this hard. You will never. But I tell you what, not losing. I'm not going to quit. We're going to win this natty. I will manually up. Georgia wins by 1 point against OU in the finals. Oh, at least we lost to the national championship. Pray for me that some guys want to come and play offensive line for this team. Okay, this is the biggest part of the video. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, we got a couple of dudes leaving because of playing style. Josh Penny, you're not even like that. That didn't work. Ricky Thorne, you're not even like that. If at first you failed, try. DeMarco Kenoy, you're not even like that. Bang! I knew it. Benjamin Woods, you're worried about brand exposure. You're gonna go to the University of Notre Dame and never see the playoffs. All right, that didn't work. P, just stick around for me, baby. All right, that didn't work. But the good news is, while we do have a lot of our studs leaving, we've maintained a lot of the roster, and we will take that. Draft results are very good. I would have loved to have seen a lineman go in the draft. Obviously, that would have helped us out a ton to maybe get some linemen want to come to our team, please. Okay, but transfers are gone. So anyone that you see here that is not a senior is on the team, I believe. I think guys that went pro. I don't think we had anyone go pro. So I think Ted Elway's actually still on the team, even though he's a 97 overall. So these seniors are all gone. We still got Johnny Willies coming back to the team. Calvin Banks still on the team. Oh my gosh, Jesse Metropolis is still on the team. Wait, do we retain our offensive line? Okay, Abdul Brahms is coming back. Jesse Metropolis is coming back. We do lose Javon what is that guy's name? Spencer Pascal is leaving, and we never even had a right tackle. We need to find linemen. Show me the money. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't recruit. I just threw 50 hours on as many dudes as I could. We got Jermaine Flint. Fantastic. Everyone else went everywhere else. But we're not here to talk about that right now. We're here to talk about all of the offensive linemen that want to come to my team. Okay, this is actually an insane W. Diego Guzman, who is a freshman, #1 player in the country, 5-star, wants to come to our team. The #1 quarterback in the country, dual threat Gideon Boyoko, 5-star, by the way, wants to come to our team. Now, here's the situation. Is Gideon gonna play? I don't know. I'm not letting Alabama, Texas, or Washington get him. Now, what I want to see here is I'm not going to do all the dramatics. Just show me who wants to be on the team. Okay, I want to see 4 stars. I'm not trying to see all these 3 stars right now. Appreciate y'all. Okay, we got a lot of quarterbacks that want to be here, but that's not what we're looking for right now, fellas. Right guard. Bang! Yes, Zach Dragos. What's he interested in? Okay, he likes championship contender. We're 3rd for him. Tight end, are you a pure blocker, pure possession? We'll put you on the board. Right guard. Bang! Amari Lewerke. I sure hope he does. Okay, Brian Flint. Yo, yeah, you can tell everybody. We have 5 linemen. We have 5 linemen interested. Absolutely. All right, the team is absolutely fantastic. In the schedule. Oh, brother. All right, we got Nebraska, Penn State, Ohio State. I mean, why not? Let's throw Georgia on there. I mean, we could probably switch out FCS. Or who do we got? We can switch out UConn for Alabama, too, while we're at it. Just full victim minds. Yo, we got this. Okay, I'm going to take on, definitely going to have to play against Oklahoma. We'll probably skip Nebraska in favor of Penn State and Ohio State, but we'll see how the teams are doing. All right, and this is a very good sign. We beat FCS West 59-0. 542 yards of total offense. I think getting the better line has made this team way better, obviously, but I also am pretty happy with Johnny Willies having 6 carries for 45 yards. That makes me feel like we might have a multi-dimensional offense this year instead of just us hand the ball off. So we got the stop to start off the game, but we're on our own 2-yard line after a beautiful punt. Wow, this place is so beautiful. Such a nice field. Oklahoma's so nice. Close to the line of scrimmage, or close to the end zone? Nope, it's just a glitch. Fantastic. Love that for us. I'm taking a shot. Why not? Let it fly. Platinum 50-50 isn't necessary when you've got 98 speed. All of a sudden, we are in enemy territory with an opportunity for check down Charlie. Bang! Is that McDougal in there? That is McDougal, absolutely. And a little bit later in the game, we have a 3rd and 2 opportunity to basically put this game away. Stitzer, in his first major appearance for Montana State, gets a 16 when you need him. 20 attempts, 100 yards, and that should do it. 31-7 is going to be your final. It's a little bit bittersweet. Is that Jeff Brom? Why is Jeff Brom coaching OU? I don't know. All good. Keep it pushing. I would go as far as to say I think that this team is unmesswithable. I normally would say it in a different context, but I'm not trying to get in trouble with the algorithm people. So I'm not really worried about Nebraska, Penn State, or Ohio State. I literally think we could sim to week 15 and we would be undefeated. But I'm having fun playing with the team. And for the first time all video, Montana State is the #1 team in the country. We beat OU, who's now 3-1, and they're number 9. Ohio State has lost. Nebraska hasn't. I think we play Nebraska right now, and then we'll decide either Penn State at Penn State or Ohio State. Ohio State's at home, so we probably should go and play Penn State at home. Nebraska's defensive fall-off must be studied. I think we're about to give these cats the belt. Big first quarter drive, take the lead, and I'll tell you exactly how I'm planning on taking the lead. I'm going to have Gordon Cheeks running a straight line a couple of times for me and wait till he gets open. Oh, run. Can you get it off? We can! What a pass from Mike Vick Jr., baby. All right, double divide in. This is whenever we have Mr. Cheeks just run down the field. See what he can't do here. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it, Mr. Cheeks. Easy money. We'll see you next time, Nebraska. You can't have an 84 overall defense whenever we have a 98 speed, 99 acceleration wide receiver out there with platinum 50-50, mind you. We haven't gotten a look at this defense other than the one time we got onto the field. And OU threw it right to us. All good, 6-7. Okay, now ball at the 27. Are we going to be able to... Oh, yeah, wide open. Easy touchdown, and we take the lead back. They love play action in the pistol offense. It's kind of weird. I don't know what their infatuation with it is, but I'll tell you what my infatuation is with 6 points. Is press man going to work for him? Here we go. Only one way to find out. Oh my gosh, what a horrible decision. 98 speed, is that good? Skip Bayless trying to cover him. That's not going to work. GG's. And the final would wind up being 48-24. We kind of gave them the belt. Had 11 points in the 4th quarter. I think that this team wins the Natty. It feels good to play. Playing the moments is fun instead of an absolute struggle because we don't have a right tackle, but the team is insane. But we have a decision to make because we are 7-0, but we barely beat Iowa. We keep playing at Iowa. Penn State, however, is 5-2, and Ohio State is 5-1 and number 6 in the country. So I think we should take a look at Penn State's schedule and just see who they've lost to, because that makes a big difference. Like if they've just had 2 really hard games. Okay, they lost to They lost to 6-1 UCLA. They lost to 7-0 Washington by 1 point, and they beat USC, who was number 13 in the country. I think we have to play Penn State and then just hope that we get lucky against Ohio State at home. We are way better than Penn State on paper, though, so that's a good feeling. All right, big first quarter drive. You know what that means. I got to substitute in the man who doesn't get to play unless I'm playing, because all he is a space merchant. 98 speed. Gordon Cheeks is getting in the game, baby. And I'm going to throw it up to him first play of the game. We'll see if he has the room. Remember, this is a boot out to the left. Oh, gosh. All right, here we go. We have 2 streakers down. Oh, there it is. Cheeks does what he does. Easy touchdown for the boys. Whenever we play these really good teams, it's just a lot easier to not run the ball and not have to rely on it. Because you're basically just saying my line is better than your line whenever you run the ball. And I just don't believe that, to be honest with you. But I do believe we have way better wide receivers than they have secondary. All right, 3rd and 8. We can go up 21-3 here. And you already know I'm looking for Cheeks. Bang! He ran underneath the orange pass. They've really got the team out here, huh? Okay, I'm going to throw this to Lanier. I'm telling you right now. There's Lanier. Touchdown, boys. And to be honest with you, I think this is the most dominant team we've ever had. This final of this one wound up being 42-28. Luke Fickell is coaching Penn State, sure. And I think we might have made the right call because Ohio State lost again, but now we've got to sim to week 15 and just pray that we don't pop up with an 8-4 record. We beat OU, who's number 5, Nebraska, Iowa, Penn State. We beat Ohio State 38-26. I mean, I guess we did have Arkansas State, UConn, and Rutgers on our schedule, but there's only one way to find out who's better. Okay, and the first opportunity we get is on 3rd down. It's never the easiest thing whenever it's 3rd down. They almost caught me lacking. They almost caught me without Cheeks in the game. All right, here we go. Cheeks in the game. Ball at the 30. This is great field position already. Cheeks on the top side of the left side of your screen here. Yep, wide open. Great grab. 1st down. Okay, 3rd and goal at the 3. Do I dare to just throw it up 50-50 ball to Cheeks? No. I'll take the wide open touchdown to the tight end. I think that's very solid. Throw it up. Throw it up. 50-50. Ah! I got a baby on me. I'm so nervous that the QB's going to wind up like just running it in. Give me that. No, why did 10 turn his back? He watched the ball fly over his head. 3rd and goal. Game on the line. It's a quick pass into the end zone. That's going to make this real hard for Washington to come back from. And it would only get worse from there. 38-20 is your final. The number 1 team in the country loses to the number 3 team in the country by 18 points. Big for some. So a couple of interesting things here. First off, we are number 2 in the country. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how you're number 3. You beat number 1 and you're number 2, and Georgia has a loss as in front of us. But we're going to be playing the winner of San Diego State, a team that we played in the Mountain West Conference Championship game, the only year that we were in the conference, or Oklahoma, a team that we've already beaten this year, and then we'll play either Tulane, USC, or Miami. The top side of the bracket looks like the harder side of the bracket. I don't know why, but I'm sniffing K-State coming out of the top side of the bracket. It's hard to beat a team twice, especially whenever it's a team that you paid $80,000 to for a piece of paper. USC beats Tulane, and it looks like my sniffer was wrong. Auburn is going to beat K-State. I hope we get Washington to come out of the top side of the bracket, but we got to take care of business first. We got to start off hot like your mom just got home and you didn't take the chicken out of the freezer, bro. Come on. Yes. Okay, big first quarter drive. Take the lead. We've won the Rose Bowl so many times. They caught me slipping. Well, they didn't. I got it off in time. Let's go. Pace Merchant's back. Cheeks is in the game. I don't think anyone on this Sooners team can guard him. Take a stance. Oh, gosh. Wait, it didn't let me. It didn't give me an animation. Oh, brother. I am QB sneaking. Let me tell you what. Get in. 7-3. Absolutely. And then I'm running a QB sneak. If they can stop it, they can stop it. But we are about as close to that first down marker as you could humanly get. Why did he go? First down. First down, Montana State. And that's going to be the football game. We will advance to the semifinals of the CFP as a formerly FCS school, now the Big Ten championship, or champions in back-to-back years, looking to become the national champions. Got to wait until it gets below 1:20. It's even better if you can get a couple seconds below. Look at that clock run all the way down. It's going to be USC or Miami. And it's going to be Miami. And then in the finals, we'll either have Clemson or Georgia. I'm hoping for Georgia. I want to get my get back. Miami only a 95 overall, but I'm sure they're much better than that in reality. We've been given a blessing. Big first quarter drive. Can we get it done here? If I'm being honest with you, playing the moments has kind of turned it, like, it's honestly changed the way that I think about the game. Like, playing the moments feels like you're playing a series of mini games and you need to, like, hit the checkpoints. Like, you need to, like, make sure that you do well in the specific mini game that you're doing, and then all of your points will get added up at the end, and maybe you'll win, maybe you won't. I don't know. It's just so weird. Ref. QB sneak is the call. We have oh my gosh, they're giving it to us for free. Bah! 4 straight QB sneaks, 6 points. Okay, here we go. Come on. It's a layered pass. Dodge. Bang. Tie game, baby. Let's go. Let's get Neighbors on a slant. Let's see what we got. Neighbors has... He has a step. He's got the speed, and he's got 6 points. 24-20. Let's go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm going to try to shade some guys over there to help out. I'm there. It's the user lurk. Turn. Go. Go. Do we have the speed? Do we have a block? We do have a block. We might be off to the races. Go. 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 The user lurk turns into a pick 6. It was always 10L away. I don't know how we found ourselves in this position. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's 3rd and 3, ball at the 41. Miami is within a touchdown, and we get the first down. That's going to do it. We are going to advance to the national title, baby. Now, if you skip to the end of any video, you're liable to see whoever I am versus Georgia. But in this video, this is a very important matchup. This matchup is the reason why this video got uploaded today, or Saturday instead of Friday, like it was supposed to be uploaded. Georgia must be defeated today. If I don't win, I'm going to crash out. Georgia got the ball to start. We got to stop to start the game. Now we have an opportunity to take advantage of that. Number 12 out there. I don't know if he has the speed for cheeks. We need a layered pass. Yes, sir. We're going to drop it. Oh, my gosh. The timing was there. I'm glad I didn't throw it, though. I'll be honest. There's a World 74. Give me that. And I scream and yell. As long as we just don't throw an interception to start this game, it's a good day. Oh, my gosh. We're going to be able to get 8 positive yards out of that. All right, come on. We got to run. We got to run. We got to run. We got to run. Somebody, please. Somebody, please. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. It actually worked. Johnny Willies. They call him a pocket passer. He looks more like a backfield creator to me. Absolutely. And that's going to set us up for a wide open snag. And that might be into the end zone. Oh my God. Do you believe in miracles? Now a 3rd and 4 opportunity for us here. We need something. Remember, we're a lefty. We are a lefty, but that's not going to stop us from having all this green grass over here. Oh my gosh. I was like, everyone's going to go to the right side. I mean, I'll take all the grass. Oh my gosh. 14-3. This is happening. Fellas, it's 14-3. We got the ball back. Fellas, it's 14-3. We got the ball back. Okay, lock in. I'm not. No. You're the one that's excited. You get even more excited. Nobody minded whenever we were in the FCS and they were beating the brakes off of us. I mean, whenever you are off the back foot, you're running, you're stumbling, bumbling, fumbling, rumbling, and then you find a guy 60 yards downfield, make the pass, he catches it, and then you're going to be able to run into the end zone. 28-10. We need a stop from the defense. An interception would be incredible. I'm not trying to run the clock out just yet. You never know what's going to happen. Oh, I'm stepping up. Big dive. Ref, he flies in. 38-26. We win from an FCS national championship team through the Conference USA all the way to the Big Ten champions twice, back-to-back years, and now national champions, not just a Mickey Mouse ring, against Georgia. We beat Miami. We played some very difficult teams on our way here. Oklahoma, the greatest team ever. And I tell you what, if you enjoyed this, I guarantee you would love this video right here. You'd love to watch me rebuild Arkansas. It was the worst year they've ever had last year, even though they had a great team. And I think you'd enjoy it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for spending your day with me.